The mic wasn't on, was it?
Fucking mic wasn't on.
The whole time?
Yeah,
the whole time you were speaking?
So there was 20 minutes worth of shit.
No one heard that wonderful story about church.
Nope.
No one heard any of that.
Nope.
Maybe it was for the best.
Maybe it was.
Maybe it was for the best. They didn't hear about the pedophile thing.
Yeah,
probably
so.
I'm just saying. I mean, some things are meant for. Some things are meant to stay private. Even though I know you real transparent though, but some stuff is just for you.
Yeah.
And your family to know because you don't want everybody having that.
Step pops, they would have knew about that.
Yeah, you don't want everybody knowing.
Put your sister on blast like that.
Yeah, you don't.
Her permission.
Exactly, that's it.
So
I didn't even think about that.
But the mic is on now, so now
here though. Yeah, but I appreciate the story.
I
put it out there.
He said, "I want to listen." He said, "The mic is muted." He said, "I want to listen."
But
because it looks good with the but he watches every time that we
family. Your family is not the only family that this type of thing happens to. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm sorry that this did happen to you and your family and your circumstances.
You ain't gotta apologize.
I feel you.
We get to let Rico speak because we never heard you really talk the last time you was here.
So
you was in the cut. So now you're here talking.
Y'all just don't know his voice. I know his voice. He was talking the whole night.
He was. You heard him?
Yeah.
I mean, I heard him a few times.
He don't ever stop talking. But go ahead, brother. Let him know how you feel. Tell him about you. Tell him about your life.
Tell us about you.
Who are you, Rico?
Claim all that.
No, I want to know.
If I didn't turn my flashlight on, he done put the spotlight on you.
He's still trying not to
blood.
Appreciate you stopping by. And appreciate you letting me know about the mic, bro. This was one of those times where our guests flaked on us, and we just thought we was going live.
Discombobulated.
This is our new segment called Get to Know Rico.
Get to know Rico.
Tell us about you, brother.
Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico.
So tell us about you, man.
Rico Suave. Look at his hair.
The Tico the Ball nigga, yo.
I told the nigga, guess what he look like though?
Yo, Bars, yo, Rico the Bars, yo.
You see New York? You ever seen New York Undercover?
Yeah,
the Puerto Rican nigga.
Torres.
The Black Torres.
I got compared. Shout out to Torres.
Oh man, that was my show back in the day. Come on now,
What's
Rico.
up, Rico?
Oh no, y'all not gonna put me on the spotlight like that, but I will tell a little bit about myself.
Please do.
What do you do?
I mean, I do a whole host of things right now. I do management for, you know what I mean, for P.O.L.O and the management company that we got going on. You know what I mean? Got being management. Management team. People. You know what I mean?
His swag is starting to go. You see that?
See, he got his shirt open. He think he's the coolest nigga in the middle.
This was spur of the moment. I mean, you know.
Playboy show with it.
You see how he said, "This is my dog."
This is my cousin. This is how he
we ain't been on camera together, so I'm keeping my dog.
This fool said his shirt open. You see his shit. I'm like, damn.
Rico the Bar, y'all. Rico the Bar, yo.
I'm trying to be like y'all when I grow up.
I'm gonna start calling it the Bar, yo. That ass.
Man, it's all good, Torres. Go and tell us I can't even let that go no more. Go ahead, Torres. Tell us about you.
You know, we got just back in a few movements like the podcast. You know what I mean? I'm pretty much an open book, even though I'm not gonna tell my intimate stories like my man over here.
Right,
you know what I mean?
more private
that they
in
miss
that way.
from the mic. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean. A little bit about me is I'm a cool dude. You know what I mean? Kinda. I'm alright. You know what I mean?
You alright?
Love to travel.
That's good.
What type of depth, you know, in-depth questions would you like to know about me?
That's what we asking.
And I might be able to answer some. I'm hosting, so you can.
Where you from?
Yeah, originally.
Originally, my mom's side is from Compton, and then my dad's side is from New York. So
you got a mixture of both
this
coasts.
nigga East-West Coast.
That's what we said. Torres and
Downey. He's the Downey guy.
I would like to say that.
I did stay in Downey for a little while as well.
And Linwood.
Okay.
He's a traveler.
You are a gangster.
No, he's not a gangster.
I'm playing. That was a joke. That was a joke.
I know a lot of gangsters.
Are you a deacon?
Yeah.
I mean,
you a reverend?
Sure, why not?
Were you in I was like, you in church at some time? Were you in the church? Okay, I'm like, I don't know.
No, I'm just talking
shit.
I'm just, my brother always call him a deacon. Because how he dressed.
Because you be dressing with the suit jackets and you got the little cross, little
A lot of times.
That looks very like
part,
New York undercoverish. I
told him he scared me.
Malik Yoba.
I told him he scared me.
Like that.
I told him he scared me today. I thought he was the police when he jumped in my car. I see the shirt and the chain. I thought that was
like it's a little badge underneath.
It looks like a pop out with a badge, like you busted.
He got the whole.
Yeah, busted.
That's essential.
Talking about. Don't even try and front. Don't even move.
Don't even front. Don't hit it with the church. Don't even front and move. You know what I'm saying?
We got
That's an eccentric piece.
We got you.
It is, and it's a nice piece, and it looks very New York undercoverish.
This is my dog.
And you're right. You do have your shirt open. The buttons down. He was like, fuck all that.
He opened it up more. He wanted you to see them little hairs.
Taco meat.
He don't even got taco meat.
I got a woman in front of me. I seen the hair.
He got the same hair as on his
chest. Shave his chest. That's why.
You shave his chest.
You shave your chest.
Shave his chest.
You don't shave your chest?
That nigga shaved his chest.
It's just gonna grow. I'm waiting for it.
But it's not taco meat.
I'm waiting for it to grow.
He ain't even taco meat.
Let America see it.
It's just gonna grow.
He said it don't grow.
It won't grow, America, not just yet. I mean,
but it's not bad, y'all. It ain't taco. It ain't like it's not the Anthony
It's
Hamilton.
peach fuzz.
At least
it's like a nigga beard that won't grow.
Down with that shit, so keep that shit.
Excuse me.
No, I'm just saying. You said it was ugly.
It's not ugly, but you said it was turned on. It take a little bit more than that, boo. Not from damn chest hair, okay? Thank you. It's a lot.
Now we're switching to you. What does it take
to turn me on? Specifically me.
It has to be Rico. That's the Rico swag.
The Rico DeBarg that stepped out, yo.
Hold on.
Here's the DeBarg.
He sat back. He picked his cup up. I think a curl curled. I think one of his curls curled tighter.
He didn't ask my host, yo. He done pulled out the host card. Go ahead. Go ahead. He done pulled you and put you on blast.
Well, I don't have a problem with that, but I'm going to be honest with you. What turns me on more than anything else is a mental. It has to be a mind connection. There has to be a mental connection. Because, like, I can do attractive people all day. That's cool. You're cute. Whatever. You got a nice body. Whatever. That. But if your mental is not right, it's only going to go so far. There's a ceiling on our connection.
Now, you know why she said she can get attractive men all she wants?
I didn't say I could get attractive men all I want.
She shoot me down real quick.
No, she wasn't shooting you down. What she was saying was that, because she told me this the other day.
I did. Was
basically women get any man they want, and they should never have a problem with getting a man.
True.
Women choose. Oh, we knew your opposing ass. I was waiting for this motherfucker. Look, hold up. Let me turn. Go on now.
Let's hear it.
That's all I have to say.
No, don't act.
That nigga said that's all I have to say.
You can't say that and not say nothing.
About what?
About what I said.
Can't get anybody she want.
Yes, you can.
You can finesse her, but you got. I mean, you got them.
But when I say
you can get them, but can you hook them?
If she finesse them,
that's different from what I said.
Oh no, it is different.
That is different.
You
because
a female can fuck any nigga she want.
But who wants to hook them necessarily? It depends on what her objective is.
Y'all can do that. I ain't gonna lie.
You can get whatever. A woman can get whatever she want if she really want it.
Yeah, because a nigga can't. That's what my daddy told me. Well, I can't say what my daddy said because somebody might see this, but
your daddy gonna be watching.
You know what I'm saying? But I had somebody tell me. I ain't gonna say who told me. Somebody told me don't put your love into one woman. Yeah. Because when she leave you,
he was about to say bitch. It was like vomit on his tongue. It was like
but when she leave you, she a bitch.
Swallowed it back. He swallowed that bitch back real quick.
That's why I
he
never
tried. He swallowed it.
No, but look real. My daddy told me that though. He said, man, don't put all your love into one woman because if that motherfucker leave you, she can go. What she said, she can go get somebody quick. Then you just somewhere just fucked up.
Can I tell you something? What? You have maturated since I last saw you. I'm so proud of you.
What's that?
You know what maturation means?
Mature.
Growth.
How the fuck I do that quick? I was
it don't take long.
The first
Sometimes it don't take long, nigga.
It don't.
You caught yourself from saying.
You really did. Like I was proud of you.
Sometimes it don't take long, my nigga.
That's
you
maturity.
Sometimes the shit can happen, and you not even knowing consciously, but subconsciously you know.
Super chill.
No, this is how I be.
Nah, brother, that first time we met you, you was like, I was like,
what? You get passionate
like a little
about a
bull.
subject he knows he's gonna go up.
And he a little bitty thing too, so he's like a little pit bull, like like that. But
I can live more than I look like.
Like a little chihuahua. I'm like, sit choice.
But tell me the little motherfuckers bite though.
Yeah, but they're lethal little, you know,
fucking.
They're lethal. It's no joke, but I'm just saying, Playboy be on one.
I can't stand the little motherfuckers, yo. The little chihuahuas.
He's very passionate, which I told him, all you gotta do is filter that in the right direction, and you can go
and niggas
hard.
listen more.
Yes, you can have all of the ears listening to you. Because it's a passion there, but it's just
it's the way you say.
So you seem like your energy is different. I'm feeling that. Come on now, hey. I love it. I love it. Look at him over here trying to grow.
I'm
just
really
taking it grow.
I'm more interacting with people. I really don't do that.
You normally don't? So what happened with us? You just on one that day?
It's just a vibe over here to be like.
It just made you feel like, yeah, I'm.
Everybody got something over here, some type of motivation in this motherfucker. You hear me?
A lot of motivation over here.
That. That's what I'm attracted to.
There's a lot of motivation over here, bro.
To motivation.
Opinion. I love it.
Everybody got a brain. Everybody got their own shit. So I gotta respect it.
I dig that.
It's all connected.
And we respect you guys as well, man. We love what you guys do.
It's all connected.
But you know this though, look. You
doing
know
their own shit,
thing?
but it's connected.
You know what that number mean?
What?
The number y'all door. That
213A? What about it?
Look up the number 213. The meaning of it is a divine number.
Is it?
It means some shit.
Tell me about it.
I gotta look it up. I don't remember this shit.
Mine that. Look it up.
I mean,
she know numbers too.
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead.
I'm like,
it equates to 6.
Because I was figuring out.
Rico, bro. Just call her Miss Cleo.
Miss Cleo. That's what she loves.
Look. Call her Miss Cleo, nigga.
It means balance, communication, peace, and manifesting your desires and dreams into reality.
Bam!
Good job.
Look what we doing in here, though.
Look at you, Playboy.
You gotta make it happen, bro.
Because I was over, I'm like, why I'm over here? Why I'm feeling this, why I'm in this building. So I looked up the number.
Could have been. Look at you.
213.
That made me look up the number.
Isn't that
I look with it, I'm like, oh, I'm in the right spot.
I didn't even know that.
Before the dude
learn something every day.
Before Eddie came, I didn't know he was coming.
Nothing.
But ask my cousin.
No, what'd you say?
All the programs that this dude doing, we was talking about doing them. Every program, helping people with houses, finding jobs, all this. We had a program through HHF, and I come over with Charles. I'm kicking on the King James, and he pop up, and he got his own charity. I got all that in the works, 501c. He already got it. This ain't no mistake. And then he talking about, I just need help, and I'm ready to do all the football, whatever it takes.
He's just waiting to get the money. Cause I
know how to get the money.
He's waiting to get the money so I can send him to this business writer to write his business plan. Cause he got to do that before he gets any loans or whatever.
You're pointing at me. Why are we pointing at me?
Cleo.
Miss Cleo.
We're back to that again, eh?
You're reading.
I thought it was so dope, though.
Yeah. Hey,
go ahead and say it.
Why are we saying Miss Cleo?
You said it.
Is it a story behind it?
Yes.
The Miss Cleo story? Can we hear the story?
Cause I let it tell
it.
I gotta. Why don't you? You already made a name for me and everything. Go ahead. Share.
Now people on the cast will be calling him.
He's already seen it because he was there for the actual thing I did. I did a tarot reading.
Oh, nice.
I did.
The cards?
I mean, and crystals and all that. So we did it.
It was interesting, y'all.
Why?
I don't want to know my future. I feel like it's...
It didn't tell me my future at all.
It's not your future.
It's spoiled shit.
It didn't tell me my future at all.
Wasn't your future?
Didn't tell me my future at all.
That's what it's for.
No, it ain't.
No, it's not.
So what it's for then?
It's just...
It gave me insight on myself as far as like things like to focus on, as far as like dead ass, like she brought the trainer cards is what she called them, right? Yeah. Trainer cards. So I got to because usually it's pictures what you see on the cards, right? Mm-hmm. Well, on the other side of her training cards, it allows the person who she's reading to read what these pictures mean. You know what I'm saying? So when she sat them down, a lot of them related to who I am, and I was like, well, that's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, now she started to explain what the card meant though, with the picture and all that. And I was like, all right. So it made me think about things in my life and what I need to work on or fix and stuff like that. Didn't tell me nothing about my future, nor did I ever get any kind of like evil vibe whatsoever.
She probably a different one.
And I never, and two also.
Got a different card reader.
And two also.
I flip a card, tell you about to die.
Yeah. And then two also, but also I didn't go into it with that mindset. I went into a mindset like, yo, first off, I'm interested in learning how this works. Like I never had it done before, but I'm interested in.
It was like you gotta stay away from witchcraft. That's witchcraft. So you supposed to stay away from that.
I mean,
you really can communicate with people. This is real shit, bro.
Real.
Like you can tap in and people will talk. People will do certain shit. It's demons, right?
There are real
the creator
aspects
shun
to
that shit. Like he shunned that. That means
I'm not saying there ain't.
There are people, practitioners that are
like
practicing,
witchcraft.
but it's about the energy of the individual. Whatever conduit
and
you
I know
use,
she ain't that type of person.
So that's why I'm just saying. That's why I never got into it because I always like.
Oh yeah, no. You gotta get the right person.
Because we've all been conditioned to believe that. Because especially with religion, they always teach you that you stay away from those methods. But those things right there are the very things that we did.
Bro,
like
but
people
magic, black magic, good. Black magic.
But it can be depending on the context.
Black magic was good.
But see, like I said too,
they changed it.
I know she ain't no evil person.
You have to just,
you know what I'm saying? So I never assumed that she was gonna come in there and hit me with some crazy shit. She didn't even. I never got that vibe.
I could do it just to basically what was like just the point of this shit.
Because it's like this is the thing. A lot of things which
find out what you need to fix.
Well,
no, what's the whole point of me going to get a car read? Like, what's the point?
Like, if you have questions,
she did me
and
as
you
far
want
as general,
to deal
like
with your intuition, or you might have an issue with being able to tap into that. A lot of people know what to do, but they don't have the answers to the question. Like, they not able to hear it or listen to it for themselves. A lot of times, what happens is that when you go for a reading, you just need clarity. And all it is your own higher consciousness talking to you directly through this conduit. Exactly.
It really did,
literally,
bro.
That's all
it made me think more about what I need to think more about.
Depending on what kind of reading you get, it's going to go into future things. It might go into job. It might go into that. What I did for him was general. So it's like a general situation that's going on. This is the theme of the read. And then all the cards at the bottom is 3 of them, and they deal with the surrounding factors. The reason I picked that.
I'm saying, how you do it though? You mix the cards up.
You would mix them
she
up.
Did, yo.
Shuffle
she had
them
a certain
up,
way of doing
you
it.
Do them to a certain direction. Everything is an issue of meaning. It has a actual correlation with it. So you don't just do stuff just to do it. I had crystals lined around it for certain type of energies. Like smoky quartz deals with like psychic, intuition and like all of that. So amplifies.
So you did it.
I did it.
She did it on me, and see, I'm real
I do tarot
though.
readings on people all the time. I have clients.
I'm real open-minded. You know.
Yeah, like I do tarot readings for people.
I see them ladies doing it online. Like
now you see why I call her Miss Cleo.
But they do that, and they do like general readings, and people will say whatever resonates. But a lot of that becomes commercialized too, so that will steer people away too. But
that's just some bullshit.
You gotta find something that resonates with you. But to think it's evil,
but how you explain it, it is like it's how you
just have to let it try with you one day.
Really,
I ain't gonna try it, but you know,
you should try it.
Just try it.
I feel like. I'm conscious of a lot of shit.
You never
know what you're conscious of until you do it. A lot of people will be like, no,
I put it like this, bro.
And then I'll read something and like, you know what?
Put it like this, bro. Before you became, and I'm just using this in general. Before you became woke, you had to read that book, right? You had to go and holler at this dude, right? Same thing. You basically hollering at your conscience at a higher level.
I'll do that myself.
This is a different aspect.
You gotta think, like we talk about antiquity
this is a different aspect.
You talk about that a lot, about our people and all of that stuff. Well, this is our practices. When you deal with like tarot reading and psychic abilities and all that, that's us. That's what we did.
You know what I'm saying? I know African
but Europeans have taught you that
Europeans,
that shit
white man.
But I ain't taking this from the white man. I'm taking this from me, like.
No, you have been programmed.
You had subconsciously.
No, I'm not programmed. I chose not to do this. Like how you got an option to do it, I chose not to use it because I feel like how I was taught. Some of that shit is like it's teach you your future. Like basically, she said to tell you about a job, about certain shit that I don't give a fuck about. Like, I live my life timeless. So if I know,
but again, bro, the beginning of your sentence is how you was taught. So you was taught a certain way of how to look at that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm happy I was taught like that.
I'm not saying you should be.
I know a lot of
I'm not saying you should be mad about
it. I know a lot of niggas that great that never ever.
I'm not saying you should be mad at. What I'm saying is,
you don't have to be.
What I'm saying is,
you don't have to ever do it in your life, and that ain't gonna take away from how great you gonna be.
What I'm saying is,
you can never do it, and you still could go on and do exactly what it is you set out to do. The only thing with tarot readings is a tool, man. Just like them books that you read, or just like the tools you use to make music or whatever.
You got it right now.
Nah,
I don't. But if I did, I would do it.
Trust me, I know if she had it.
Because I'd pull it out.
Why, you can feel it?
No, because I want her to do it again.
Oh.
He asked me to. He already said it.
He right here, he caught up in it.
No.
You is,
no,
bro.
Because I like it. I think a lot.
Now he want to know more of his future.
Yeah,
it's not my future.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Right now, if it's telling you what to fix, it's for your future. Anything you're doing is for you to prepare for your future.
It's not.
No.
Well, if you consider that, any kind of education is doing the same thing, bro.
So
preparation is the issue of
education.
Why ain't it? It's telling me about myself.
Educated. Anytime you learn about yourself, you are being educated. That's the most important thing you can learn about.
This is what I'm trying to tell you, G. I'm not believing this shit. It's for me. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
We're not pushing it on you.
I'm not saying it ain't for me. I'm saying I might do it just to see, but what I'm saying is in my mind, I don't need no cars that do nothing.
We're not saying you do. We're not saying you need
all this shit was given to me by my motherfucking
Check it out, bro.
sky. For me, I got an extraterrestrial, somebody that
I feel you
contact
on that.
me.
I feel you on that.
Do you understand who those same higher entities that you're talking about deal with all that in the cosmos and all that stuff? That stuff is a part of it. It's a tool, just like you make music with. You have tools that you have to make music with, right? A mic. You gotta use this. Is that not true though?
It's
but
not,
you don't
it's
need
not
to know. You act like I'm really on here talking about some pay $3.99 and I'm gonna tell you about this.
It's not
it ain't like that.
Let me read your future.
It's not reading your future.
It really ain't like that.
It didn't tell. I didn't get no kind of vision.
I'm gonna do a little research on it.
I didn't get. You should. I think you should. I don't think anyone should ever step into anything.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Yeah,
I could
check it out,
bro. This is what I'm thinking. Like she know it that I jumped into one of her little coats. And I'm caught up in her shit. I'm not saying you, but I'm saying I don't know how this shit work.
No, I feel you, bro. I feel you, bro.
You know my history. No, look what I'm saying.
You know my stuck in my coat because I don't have one.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying
I don't have a coat. So
that's what I'm thinking in my head because there's a lot of shit going on. So I'm like, damn. If they know my information, they probably can do some. Just how deep I go with it. Just like how a motherfucker can take a piece of your hair and they can hold your hair and push.
Well, people
shit.
with voodoo,
but she didn't
voodoo is something people can do.
Here, let me explain a little bit more.
It's not like voodoo.
Bro, let me tell you what she told me.
Voodoo is a real thing, and the reality is, no matter what you practice, whether it's voodoo, hoodoo, tarot, rhymes, whatever it is, crystals, bones, whatever you doing, depending on you, the source, you are the source of it. It's just a tool. It literally is cards. That's all it is until somebody picks them up.
You put your energy in it.
You surely do. You sleep with them under your pillow and everything. You're supposed to sleep with them under your pillow when you first get your deck. You're supposed to put them under your pillow. So your energy is imprinted on it.
So you don't think a person should know a person that's reading their cards, though?
I do think you should trust the person that's doing it.
You should know them. Like some people get caught.
I do think that you should feel a certain, but you'll know a person's energy. But you'll know a person's energy when you first talk to them. You sit down with a person in 5 minutes and you can tell if that person is something's wrong or something's on or something's off. You can walk into a room with people and feel the vibe is off.
Now check this out, bro.
So you'll know it's not hard to do.
When she laid that first card down, all she did was explain the card.
Or what was your first card about?
It was something, the swords, wasn't it?
Something with that, I think. I don't really remember it.
I don't really.
The swords mean.
The swords deal more with intellect, more with the mind.
So what she did was she explained the first card, okay, and then she started explaining the process because I didn't know the process too. But she explained the first card, and then she laid the next cards down. But then she started explaining this card. She never asked me any information from me. All she did was tell me what these cards meant, and I was looking at all what it also said, which, it had, like a lot of positive words and shit on it, in my opinion, from what I saw, what I'm saying? I'm sitting there like, you know what I'm saying? And some of them, depending on how it would look, it wasn't like evil shit. Yeah. But,
what was the worst, what was the... Like with something bad,
probably like procrastination or something.
Like the surging,
like you could be procrastinating. It'll say it'll have a group of words like procrastination. I'm just throwing some words out.
That's what you do.
It had like a group of words out.
So basically, you a procrastinator.
Not necessarily,
but it's saying like you could. It's saying like you could be like you would take it like you would see the word procrastination, and then you'd be like okay, and you look at it, and she would be like, well. She would be like, okay, she would read off the words, and one of the words she would say like procrastination, and you yourself, she would be like, maybe you're procrastinating on something, maybe you're, procrastinating on a project, maybe you're procrastinating on going on a trip, and then you start thinking about things, you're like, you know what, there is something I've been putting off.
Or like you did,
you see what I'm
did
saying?
a love reading on him and his wife, right? And there was a card that came out and it said separation. She was about to leave. She was about to go on a trip. Because somebody passed. And I was like, there's a separation coming with you and your wife or something. And he was like, she about to leave and go out of town tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, there you go. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He didn't tell me that. I just was pulling the cards and playing them down. I'm like, well, it's this.
Yeah,
that,
I didn't give her any information, bro, and she didn't ask for any information.
Me, guess how I'm thinking. Like in church, every time you go to church, like, man, the motherfucker talking to me. Nigga, these cards could be set up.
Well, any card, I'm
talking about any card that land. Listen to me. It's gonna have something to do with somebody's life, G. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This shit is all of mine. That's
it's possible.
This how I go in life, bro. I'm a real thinker. All these cards is made up. People made this. A man made these cards for y'all to play with people's minds, bro. Just like in church, everybody's struggling. He know a nigga fucked up, so the preacher gonna say everybody having a fucked up day because everybody having a fucked up day, bro. Everything he uses universal shit already, so he know where to target people at, bro. I'm not one of them.
Isn't the connection of people anyway?
No, I'm not saying
oneness anyway. So yeah, a lot of people are gonna be able to resonate with the same stuff. But when you're talking to somebody through reading, it's how it resonates with you, because ultimately for me, I don't consider myself to be the person who's doing it. But no, I'm not the person who's doing it. I'm a conduit.
No,
you know
you cool what you doing. You just I don't know what
What's
that is.
I
don't know.
Tell you.
Thank you. A conduit is a ghost. There you go. That's it.
I'm not saying you doing nothing wrong. I'm just saying.
Oh, I know.
As far as like me, I look at it like, damn, this shit could be manipulating me. This is what I look at, G, in my life. Because I don't need no card. Let me tell you why I say that. I was taught by the nigga Eddie Griffin. This is why I say, Eddie Griffin say, I don't need no Bible, no book, or nothing. All this shit was wrote in my essence. Why do I need some cards or a preacher to tell me something that motherfucker created me telling me? It's just showing me awareness. People just got to open their eyes. So that's why I'm listening to everything she said. I'm like, and you saying the cards. They made these cards to do this. These cards is for you to get finesse. This is the whole purpose of these cards.
But have you ever taken anything that's outside of yourself and used that as a source of knowledge?
Oh, yeah,
a book is a secondary. That's a secondary source.
That's awareness.
Have you ever read a book?
That's awareness.
Have you ever read a book?
Yeah, I read it. No, I don't really read books. I listen to shit. I watch people.
Do you watch videos?
Yeah, I watch
YouTube videos. Yeah. Do you listen to teachers and all of that?
Yes, I
do. Okay, that's secondary source information. Guess what? You don't know what.
I never look at them for. I look at them for awareness. Not
the only thing that you honestly can identify when you're watching videos.
But I'm saying I'm not more aware of what you need to look at.
When you're watching those videos, the only thing you're honestly able to tap into is what resonates with you. That's the only thing. No, and the thing with him is when I get it.
I'm bi.
I know, but I'm saying when you're watching those videos, you don't know what manipulated information is in there. But I'm telling you, you're resonating with what you're hearing.
No, what I'm trying to tell
you. And that resonates with you. So you're like,
we did it live.
No, I'm not taking nothing from both of y'all. What I'm saying is, bro, me, I know what's going on. I'm really.
You're in tune.
I'm in tune. So all I'm saying is, you feel me? People
so you don't need that.
No, I'm saying I don't need it. I do it just for experience, but I know it ain't really going. It's really a manipulating tool. People use this to make money. People use this shit to make money.
But right. If that's the case, then that's everything.
A lot of people.
No, it ain't. Cause like right now, if
I
learn, like right now, if I go look,
that's not manipulated. The Bible has been manipulated.
I know that. I'm talking about as far as knowledge. I'm saying I don't look at shit like that.
Knowledge has been manipulated.
No, it ain't. Not facts. You can't manipulate a fact.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't. You can't manipulate truth. Listen to me, bro. Right now, I look at scholars. People that find hard evidence. I don't just look. That's why I say I don't believe in nothing. Bro, the only thing I can't prove.
There's a charge. There's a felony.
You can't fuck up.
It's called tampering with evidence, bro. No, you can manipulate facts until you expose it. Until you can dig deep in it.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, G. I go for facts. You saying they can? I know they can manipulate, but you can't change facts. Yeah,
no, you can't change the facts, but you can manipulate it and hide it.
I think the only thing that's misconstrued in this conversation, I think what he's trying to say.
It ain't nothing bad.
I don't know. I think the only thing that he's trying to say that I feel like he's trying to say, but just not saying it right, is the only thing you can't manipulate is law, divine law, which means that there's certain things that are in place that literally are just certain universal truths. You can't change those. Now, there are things that can be manipulated, and you can manipulate books, you can manipulate literature, you can even manipulate tarot if you want to. I'm not going to say it's absolute that you can, but I can say that when it comes to universal law, you can't manipulate that. That don't change. It's all the same. And I've said that to you before. Now, for me, I hear what he's saying, and that's true, but I also understand that there are tools and things that we have as far as our ancestry like the Egyptians, and we're dealing with like way back, before all of that slavery shit that they talk about. We practiced tarot. We studied astrology. We dealt with the stars. We dealt with constellations. That was us. So everything that I'm doing or what I'm using, crystals, all those things are things that are our ancestry.
Don't
that's
let me
our
knock what you doing. Look, I'm not saying that it's bad. It's good because you doing good energy. Like you helping motherfuckers find themselves, so you doing a good purpose with it. But there's some people that use that shit for evil and they use it for the.
But if that's the case, there's people with all of that. Even the people who are a part of that movement that we're talking about, where it's, oh yeah, you know, we need to help our people and we need to. They're manipulating it. It's a lot of, you know, brother polites and all of that out there talking this bullshit, and it's like they ain't really about that shit, but they more science and this and that and this. So you have to know that it's always gonna be hands in there where the intent is wrong.
Right, bro. Like
no matter
who, the pastors in the church who was fucking all the congregation and stealing the money. There's always gonna be somebody, and then there's gonna be good, bro.
That's real.
There is.
So,
like I said, with her and what I did with her, we did it live. You know what I'm saying? We didn't like plan it. She just said, I just seen her bring the cards because she knew I was wanting to do it one day because she said she did it. She just happened to bring them.
But like you said,
and when she brought them, I went in with an open mind first off.
Yeah. I didn't have to.
I went in.
I understand.
And I asked questions, really and I did fuck around. Like, oh, look at you. You done brought out this just fucking around. You know what I'm saying? But then when she started getting into it, I shut the fuck up and was like.
No, it's interesting.
Like, nigga, dead ass. I was leaning the fuck over this whole table, like, hold on.
I'm not
but
knocking
that was why I brought the cards with,
in a good way, though.
But that's why I brought the cards with the actual, like,
church belief stuff, sir.
Nah, I'm not a religious person.
That's why I'm not knocking it, G. Yeah. I'm just saying me. It's how I think. I think.
Oh no, I'm not.
I call myself a philosopher.
Right, I understand that. So all I'm trying to do is explain. All I'm trying to do is explain what we did, how it works, and all that. I'm not saying that you ain't woke and that you're not that, and I'm not saying that you. I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't do it if I were you, if you weren't open-minded.
No, I'm open-minded because now,
but what I'm saying though is this.
That's how you get the message.
I understand it as enlightenment.
I go at it. Coming from. It's not coming
I
from
won't
me.
go at it for I go at it for enlightenment.
Because it's coming from your higher nature. That's what it is.
I mean, that's all I got from it, bro. Personally, in my opinion.
You talking to you pretty much. And I'm just the conduit.
Because I believe in everything like this. It's a matter of whatever.
Pretty much. She's Whoopi.
Damn.
Wow.
Let's go.
Wow.
Damn.
I mean, you're not Whoopi.
At least you ain't.
Well,
at least you ain't as black as her,
though. Better perverted. What's wrong with that darkness?
I ain't saying anything was wrong with it.
We talking about her face.
No,
but the way you said it was like you're not as dark as
she black. She black as a motherfucker. Like she like James. James black as a motherfucker.
I'm just the type of guy I look for understanding.
That's melanin.
Hey,
that's beautiful melanin.
Hey,
did you see
that?
That was very European of you.
He almost got a whip.
That was very European of him to say.
Very
he was like, oh, she's black as a motherfucker.
Hey, but guess what?
Niggas that be saying that shit. I don't want to listen to y'all niggas.
I
don't say that. I personally love melanin, man.
What's the name said?
It's better for me. Like,
did I say I had a problem with it?
No, I didn't say you.
I just said you black as a motherfucker. I can sit there and tell other motherfuckers, man, you white as a motherfucker, bro.
You know, I'm gonna be honest.
Was they gonna tell me?
I'm gonna be honest with you. You
got too much melanin in you. You know what I'm saying?
You riding the line.
I was about to say. I said you preaching. I know. You kind of like jumping over the fence. You might want to back up.
So it's all right.
She know how to fuck.
No, for real. I was like, you a little too far over the fence. You might want to back your little light skinned ass. I was thinking, I was like, why you don't? No, you don't want to hop over that now. Look. I was like, you too light skinned to be talking.
See, my grandma, she black, but she from Savannah, Cuba. She be like that.
Hey, but can I
black ass niggas.
Can I get the question out of y'all though? Answer.
They almost came out.
Why do y'all think black people just like scared to unite? What you think?
Shit, we lost that one.
Back to the topic.
Back to the topic, guys. After 52 minutes.
What's 52?
20 of them you couldn't hear us anyway. So technically it's only 30.
I gotta put up a fucking checklist.
Sure, good.
So you can make sure you did everything before you go
check. I do that shit in the OR. You should. There's so much fucking shit we gotta do in the OR before surgery.
About that. Actually.
God damn. Yo.
Oh my god.
Like,
God damn.
Like dead ass. It's literally a team fucking effort, bro. Like.
Well, let's talk about unity.
But unity.
Yeah.
Why are we not unified?
Why you think people are scared?
Because they
Why
want
don't
to
you
prep for
answer?
surgery.
I think it depends.
If I give y'all the answer, it's gonna be the answer. It's gonna
I think it depends on. I think it depends on.
You gonna give us the?
I think it depends on the nature, bro. Like, what's the nature of the unity?
The F-bomb?
Yes, because this motherfucker said, if I give y'all the answer,
I'm
gonna give you the answer.
And then as soon as you said the answer, she said,
"No, because I got the answer. I want y'all to
say it again."
What y'all think?
You got the answer.
Like,
yeah, I know why they scared.
To that.
Like, I know.
Like I said, I think it depends on the situation.
I'm gonna get an answer from you.
Like
Playboy always knows exactly why everything is wrong. He knows the solution to every world problem. If y'all just sit down, Playboy needs his own show.
No, I know the only answer.
Well, let's put it.
That's gonna be his next talk show.
No, I know the answer.
Exactly. Talk time with Playboy.
Let me tell y'all one thing I do know about the world.
I appreciate it.
You know what I know? You know what I know for the world? Nigga, the answer to world peace is what?
What is it, Clayton?
Self-love.
How exactly does that go, Clayton? What does that look like? What does self-love look like? Sit in the camera.
Now, because I bring up a narcissist.
A
narcissist love their ass, they self, bro. A narcissist. A narcissist
you should have been here for that show. We did that on Monday.
A narcissist will blow that self-love out the water, bro.
No, it's different than it's different than really.
But they love themselves only.
No, it ain't about loving yourself only. It's about loving yourself first. It ain't about loving yourself only.
That's a narcissist, nigga. Like
no, what I'm saying, but I'm not saying in a selfish way.
Right, I understand what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the situation, what you're saying, and you gotta be clear on that. Because, like I said, because there's gonna be motherfuckers who will bring up, like, yo, a fucking narcissist will blow that type of. They like contradict that shit.
No, right. How they contradict it. Self-love is the answer to world peace. Why are they mad? If you really love yourself, let me tell you this. When you really love yourself, guess what you gonna do? Treat the world how you want to be treated. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So if them niggas saying
that's how it's supposed to be.
No, I'm trying to tell you, if a nigga say he love himself, but he want to harm somebody, he don't love himself. You feel me? That's facts. Because you can get killed, you can go to jail, so that means you don't love yourself by your actions. So if a nigga talking about he a narcissist, he don't love his motherfucking self. He obsessed with some others. He is part of a cult. That's some cult shit.
I feel what you're saying, but that's not all true, bro.
How it ain't?
The reason
why, listen to me.
Let me tell you why,
Who the
bro.
fuck love they self want to get hurt?
How can I tell you if you don't let me tell you why, G? You gotta let me tell you why.
Go ahead.
Damn, my guy. I understand you want to talk. I understand we want to hear your point.
I just want to know.
But you got to allow us to give you an answer to what you're saying.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you.
No, the reason why I say you can't say that's all true, I mean, why I say it's not all true is because looking like Putin. That motherfucker love himself. Narcissists love themselves. The Russian.
That nigga don't love himself. On my mama, he don't love himself. Because if he love himself, he won't put his fucking kids in jeopardy and getting their fucking head blew the fuck off.
Nigga.
Come on, bro. Action show.
Them kids ain't in jeopardy.
Let me give you an example of self-love. Let me give you an example. Yes, they is. Nigga, America could blow that shit. Self-love is a woman that loves herself, ain't for to walk outside with her ass out. She gonna carry herself like a real woman.
That's somebody's standard,
No, it ain't, bro. That's self-love.
That's a standard.
Listen to me, bro.
That's a standard, bro.
This ain't no standard, bro. This is how you carry yourself as a principle.
That's a standard, bro.
No, it's not no standards. How you carry yourself is not no standard, bro. That's not no standard. That's moral and principle.
But not everybody got the same morals you or believe in the same morals you. Because at the same time, when you go to another country, bro, they don't believe. They don't have like women on a pedestal
they
like
don't
that.
know. What was you saying? You saying believe? They don't believe because they don't know this. All they've been trained is this. So they don't know the actual reality until they wake up and nigga tell them a woman is everything.
Nigga, they can say the same thing.
So then they come to America, they know everything. That's wherever you at, you get manipulated, bro. So you can't say that. They was manipulated to this. It wasn't like they was just woke up and.
But my thing is, if a woman is everything, even in America, isn't the reflection of that? We live in a patriarchal society, so where's the acknowledgement of that here?
No, see, in America, you gotta understand. See, that y'all went to the.
I mean, there's a level of.
In America, it's kind of flipped upside down.
No, when I was using about America,
when I said America, it's non-matrilineal. I don't understand. I mean, if you want to compare, I mean, America is very much on the same level in regards to the mentality of the other countries that he's talking about. It may not be at the forefront.
There's different
in regards to the way they express the expression of that. But the actual mindset is patriarchal.
All right, this is a Christian.
Bro, there's different forms.
All right, this is a Christian country. You hear me? This is a Christian country. Motherfucker mean they going off the Bible. The Bible was wrote by Roman, by faggots. So they make the women be nothing in the Bible. That's part of the Bible. That's part of the slavery shit to make the woman not have no voice. So that's called manipulation. So we've been manipulated.
True. But I'm asking you a question. You said the way that woman is everything in America.
No, I'm saying
she's not.
No, I'm talking about.
But that's true. But that's the matrilineal
saying,
is the principle of the woman is everything.
What
the earth, the planet is matrilineal.
No, I love women. Women without women won't be life. So that's how I don't believe that it was just God, nigga. How the fuck God just happened? You feel me? It gotta be a woman, nigga. In any fucking birth, it's a woman involved. Where the woman at? That's the white man. That's Roman. All that shit come from them. They faggots. They gay as a motherfucker, so they take the woman out. A man can't make no man, and the nigga baby just ain't happen. Jesus ain't just happen, nigga.
But that's true. But then my thing to you would be, how is self-love an issue of that a woman is not going to demean herself or deal with herself in a certain way?
I was gonna go to the, for instance, that straight niggas. I was gonna go to the God side too.
Okay.
If I love myself, I'm not gonna be out there gangbanging. If I love myself, I'm not gonna be putting myself in a situation that's gonna harm myself or get me put in jail. You feel? That's what I'm saying. A person ain't gonna do nothing. If you feel like you don't want to be treated like a hoe, you're not gonna dress like a hoe.
Well, let me ask you a question.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're going to carry yourself how you feel about yourself.
Wouldn't self-love be difficult to obtain in a society that's like he said, that's flip-flop, where it's already working against you and it's not operating in the correct capacity? Because if everything is matrilineal in nature, we're talking about, because you and me were talking about divine law earlier. So that's how this works, right? If you're in opposition of that, just like you talk about males who are in relationships with other men, that's in opposition of nature. Is that not correct? Yeah. So that's considered an abomination, correct? Yeah, okay, well, isn't it an abomination if it's a matrilineal society and it's an issue of the woman is supposed to be on the Most High and she's supposed to be a representation of God in the flesh, and if she's not honored in that way, wouldn't there be discord in the idea of loving oneself? Because a man loving himself is an idea of honoring that in which he comes from. If you don't honor your mother, then how the fuck you love yourself?
All right, look at this.
You can't.
All right, look at this.
I love my mama.
Right, let me say
but no, listen to what I'm saying.
My mama,
go ahead.
Now look, let me say
what you gotta say.
What was you kept saying? Self. All this shit come to self, nigga. When I was in jail, I had to go to anger management. They said, can nobody make you mad with yourself?
That's
so
true.
Everything that you going through is yourself.
True.
If you like Kanye West said, nigga, that's slave man. That's an option. That shit in your brain, G. Everything you going through in life, if you that's why it's women out here that's standing up, nigga, and they holding it down because they not going for that shit that another nigga saying. It's on the person. They get weak because they weak. If you weak, you gonna fall for. You gotta stand for something, or fall for anything, G. This is real life and all obstacles in life.
Okay, but I asked you a question.
And I'm telling you that it's a woman. There's women out here that don't feel like that. They go through that, but they still feel they.
Let me ask you a question. Once again, I'm gonna go back to my original question.
And itself, you gotta deal with yourself.
Yeah,
that's the answer. Like me right now.
We were talking about unification. That's what we were talking about originally.
We going back to
unification. Yeah, you said.
No, we went to the women and all that.
Yeah, but that was a sidebar of the unified thing. Let me ask you this: if collectively in a community where it's matrilineal and the woman is supposed to be at the forefront. The woman is supposed to be on high in regards to her representation as God in the flesh. And it's flipped.
No,
it's patriarchal. Hold on.
Go ahead.
It's patriarchal. So now the discord. But I'm just saying, like, the discord.
No, but I'm going to cut the cake. I'm going to cut the cake because, look, me,
but the discord.
What Big Mama is? A backbone. Hold on. The Big Mama is,
bro.
The discord there automatically is because we're in disorder. It's an abomination for a male-driven society to dishonor the woman, and she's on the bottom. The order is off. So therefore, if it's the issue of you talking about unifying, if you're talking about self-love, once again, I repeat, how can you truly, that's why you have brothers killing themselves or out here doing that. That's why you have women abominating themselves and not respecting themselves because of the society we live in. They can't because everything
you can't love yourself. That's an option. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's personal.
Listen to me.
Right now,
can I finish?
Go ahead. Because I'm saying this is all personal shit.
I understand. I know you're getting passionate. Just let me finish.
Because this niggas that, can I say?
I want you to be.
I got to give an example.
I want you to get it out, but I want to finish this. How can a woman truly understand her essence and truly love herself and not disrespect the sanctity of that when society continuously puts her at the bottom? They don't put her in her position in her rightful order.
So, for example...
So, patriarchal thinking.
So, for example, like, women are always paid less than men.
It's always an idea that we're...
In any job, nigga.
You never seen Martin? Gina made more money than Martin.
Claybo.
It's the job, nigga. Right now, I don't even add up. I don't know about this shit. I don't know about a woman. See, I never did no research on a woman getting paid less.
It is.
So I don't know.
It's a normal thing where women.
So you said if I get the same job as you, they gonna give me
75 cents every dollar, something like that.
And
it's low.
Y'all went to the same school, graduated
even like
the
celebrities
same.
do that. Like,
but y'all gotta remember who creates the system.
That's beyond. We understand.
We understand that, but white supremacy.
We understand that, but
that's what I'm saying.
So that's why you have to.
And I know I'm trying to tell her, but she don't want to let me answer.
It's not an issue to wait.
No. But you asked.
It's not an issue to wait.
No, but
it's an issue like he's saying. I totally agree. You do become responsible for your experience. Therefore, you do have to be an example. Therefore, it's on you as the individual to do your due diligence to change your experience and therefore set an example, which we talked about before. All of that. But my thing is, you talked about unification.
No, what I'm saying about unifying, most people.
But self-love is a hard thing collectively to do when you're in disorder with nature. When you're in disorder with nature, you cannot have unity. You can't have peace. You can't have a collective consciousness when it's in disorder.
No, that's
the only way it's going to work.
All about awareness.
No,
that's how I found myself.
Collectively, individually,
you gotta find yourself.
Individually, yes.
Yeah, individually, you gotta find self.
But when we talk about unity, no way that you're going to have that until the discord in regards to how we deal with each other in this society and the way it's ran and the way the homage is paid, that we will actually see a change. Other than that, you're going to continue to see that, and that's why they did it that way. Like you said, it was engineered that way. That's why they did it. Because if they didn't,
I said this in my song. I said you want to see the world change,
especially the Asiatic woman. You're talking about the melanated sisters. Go ahead, brother.
To see the world change, you got to change self.
True.
Right.
Because it's all in you first, and that changes your world.
But there's two things that's going on right now, especially in the world, globally, bro. One, we don't hold women on a higher pedestal.
We don't.
Okay.
No, but look, I ain't.
But hold on.
But
check.
y'all going to another thing with women. We ain't even doing that right now. Look, let me tell you this. Right now,
no, we are.
How can you not talk about community without talking about the woman? Because the woman deals with the community.
Sideways.
No, listen.
Because the whole question, y'all never answered the question first. Now y'all going to a whole nother.
It's not another
question.
Subject.
Why motherfuckers scared?
We telling you, bro. You ain't listening.
Yes,
you ain't listening, bro. Let us finish.
Playboy, you can't talk about community or talk about unity.
I asked why people scared to come together.
You can't talk about coming together if you don't talk about the woman.
Yes, you do.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Oh, your communities are made
Listen
up
to me.
of women and children.
Let me tell you about my unity.
Let
me tell you about my unity because I don't know about your unity.
My unity, raise the children. My unity. That is your nation right there. How can you talk about that?
See, I'm pushing for it. Ain't no. It's everybody. It ain't no because you a woman. None of that. Everybody come together collectively.
But women raise the children. So you talking about generations that you trying to make collective? You have to talk about women because the women are the ones who educate the children. That's your nation.
And that's my whole thing about education.
Your nation is your mothers and your sons.
I got a group called Black Women Are Factors. I think parenting is what we lacking. Females don't know nothing.
Let me ask you
all they know is what they. That I did.
Who's mother and son?
Who what?
Who's mother and son? When I say mothers, when I say sons, do you know that that's literally referring to every single person the exact same way? If I call myself a mother, you know what you are?
That's nothing but a title.
You're a son.
It's a title.
Like I said, you're a son. I'm a mother. He's a son. He's a son. My daughter's a mother. It's the same thing. It's a continuous cycle. So we're all connected to each other in that way. That's your community right there. So you can't talk, when you talk about women, you can't talk about community without talking about us. You can't talk about community without talking about you.
That's already,
that's community.
I don't need none of that in my, when I have a meeting about unity, I ain't taking no divide. It ain't nobody here. And my movement is no big, you no little. I don't give a fuck if you a woman or a man in here. There ain't nobody bigger than nobody. Your actions is everything. If you a liability or an asset, I don't give a fuck if you was white, Chinese, Japanese.
Well, if you don't deal with the root,
nigga, it's the roots of self. It's self. Listen to me. If everybody love themselves, you're gonna wake up and treat people how you want to be treated. So if you want to be treated shitty, no, it's just facts.
But when you
listen to me, now y'all keep cutting me out, and I'm trying to tell you, Y'all, a reason why people scared of united because they selfish. Like what y'all saying right now, some selfish that shit. They worrying about they self.
Oh, yeah,
fuck women, fuck a man, fuck all that shit.
Yeah,
that's the past. People living in the past. That's what's going on. Stop living in the past about what happened 30 years ago. We ain't saying that when you right here. We saying what do you got to bring to the table. We not saying you a woman or a man. We saying what do you got to bring to the table to help this village grow. We ain't saying oh you a woman. That's some old white people shit.
I don't live still living in that same mentality of white people shit because everybody is still programmed with that. We're not saying you are, but the country still feels that way.
In this country, they got a system and a propaganda,
and that's exactly what's been perpetuated on your community for
now. That's what we're trying to tell you,
and that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm attempting to break. That's I'm breaking the cycle,
and we're telling you how to do it.
And I'm telling you
because if you.
I got the women is my main important thing. That's why I say women more like backbones. We the forefront. The women ain't supposed to be on the forefront. That's a threat to them. The women, even the Black Panthers, the black women was the ones really making shit happen.
When I say, but
you know what I'm saying?
Being
I know what
it's not an issue for us to be at the forefront. We're not saying that women are supposed to be at the forefront, but we're talking about reverence.
No, y'all
an acknowledgement of that principle.
Y'all the backbone of black people.
But even in that,
the white people don't push that. To us, who we go to, Big Mama. That's the backbone. That's who hold the family together. A woman, not no man.
But then that's the family.
But they don't show that.
Then that's the family. So then, therefore, there's your community right there.
The woman.
So therefore, what you need to do, or what you would need to do, is get that in order. And it would literally be an issue that whole patriarchal mindset that's been impressed and imprinted on us. Not just you, not just me, not just anybody in this room, but society in general. When you get that, this is my thing. If nature is out of order, you don't see a lion mating with a gazelle, okay? No. It doesn't happen because that's nature. So my thing is, if you're out of order, if it's patriarchal, if it's constantly pushing this, and this, the woman is not put in her rightful position, sitting in her correct seat, whether that's at the backbone or whatever you want to say. Then how can you have
a woman is a god?
How can you have a community of people that are going to be unified? How can you truly love yourself when you disrespect the very nature of the essence of the energy that brought you on the planet? You can't love yourself individually and be like, but I don't respect women or whatever. Not you. But I'm talking about
in general, yeah, definitely.
There are men out here that literally do not see and give a reverence to the feminine principle. But I agree with you, but how could you? Because literally, as a son, you come from that energy. Yeah. That's what you're born from. So you have to honor that first. So that's why you have so many people that don't love themselves, because you don't have a reverence for that in which you came from. Therefore, the woman has been put down so much, she stopped loving herself, because all she sees is that she needs to demean herself, that she needs to look at herself less, that men are over her, that she's paid less, that it's this, that it's that. So a woman has already been, they've attacked us this whole time,
and then we now trying to help y'all. That's why I feel the world fucked up, because of the women ain't been properly educated.
No,
I'm saying I know this.
That's what we were saying before. We were saying that.
I'm with this shit, but I'm talking about I'm not aiming. When I come to a meeting, I'm not. Hey, we gonna talk about women rights. We ain't on none of that. We on who gonna come to this bitch and be serious. Let's get some shit cracking. You wanna be free? Let's free our minds together. That's what I'm really on. Let's get free, really free, mentally and financially. Cause that's what all people want: financial freedom and be peace. So if I can help,
any movement that you've ever seen, it's always the issue of having a reverence for the feminine.
No, not me. Not me. I really want women to help me in my struggle, because that's who helped the Black Panther.
But that's my point. The reverence. You just said you want women to help you.
No, I'm having women help me. Elder women. They got to be elder women, though.
But you have to have a reverence for that principle in order for you to.
What you mean by that?
When I say a reverence and acknowledgement of the principle and what they do, and the support of what a black woman brings to a movement, because we talked about that.
Black women get shit done, G.
But the black church is, why is the black church as popular as it is, Claybo?
Shit, because of the preacher.
No. Incorrect. The black church is as powerful and as structured as it is. It is the black woman.
It's the wife of the preacher.
When you see, when you go to church, who do you see?
I don't go to church. But I saw the people go for the preacher, though.
You done been to a church before? Have you been to a church?
Shit, when I was a kid.
Okay, so when you go to the front,
the whole congregation,
thank you. That's who supporting the whole movement.
Come there for the preacher.
That's what I'm trying to say. What the fuck? It's all about the preacher.
No, it's not. Because
he built it. He's a pimp. He got a congregation of
But guess who's supporting him?
He fucking all them bitches.
They really smacking them. That's a fact.
But listen,
let me have it.
But who's advocating for him to be able to pimp? But who's advocating for him to pimp? Is the hoes that he got. A pimp. He can't pimp unless the hoes in agreement.
Don't take it like that though.
No, I'm just telling you. No, I'm not even saying.
Let's listen to you.
Can you not? A pimp can't be a pimp without hoes, and you always got a what? Bottom bitch, right? Yeah. Somebody that's holding them down, bringing them in. Let me educate you, girl. Let me show you what to do. Come on now. Black woman is the strongest foundation for any.
I never disagree with that, but my whole argument was. No, my whole argument was.
I'm not saying that
and we come together on unity, that would cause an argument.
We weren't talking about pimping and hoeing. He just said pimping and hoeing. Pimping and hoes 101. Any pimp has to have a hoe.
Oh right,
they do.
101.
And every pimp has a group of hoes.
Hey man, fuck all
that they actually advocate for.
What I'm trying to tell you,
don't need a bottom bitch, guys. But I'm just saying.
He made me forget what I was saying because he want to play about the bullshit. You didn't play about nothing else, but you want to play about that.
He liked that conversation. That kind of brought him up.
Oh no, when I was
back up because I didn't expect it.
I would never see. I would never.
But he said, "Who's all the hoes in the front row?"
But see, the thing is,
for the preacher.
Well, hold on,
and I said, "Well, every pimp got hoes."
Well, hold on, guys. First off, whenever there's a discussion about certain topics, people gotta understand that there's always gonna be little branches off that because, like for example, when we say what's the underlying cause of why there's why black homes are being broken up? Well, because the white man wants to bring up prison from high school to prison pipeline, shit like that. Okay, I'm just saying in general. But those were things that branched off that coincide to the main event. So yes, when she brought up, you know what I'm saying. When you thought she was talking about something else, no, it was just a branch off that leads. That's a cause of why the main thing is keep growing.
Yeah, that's what I was actually about to say. I was about to say when we was talking about unity, said we are here deep talking about how we gonna come together. That's why I make a plan. But then motherfuckers talking about women's not getting. That's gonna cause a debate now. That's really gonna separate everybody. So it's a proper, like y'all tell me, it's a proper time and a proper place to do shit. You get what I'm saying? So if
you asked a question that's relevant to that.
No, I just said why people scared. I didn't say what's the cause of why. I said my answer was most people scared because they selfish. Everybody thinking about they self. Like how you saying most women thinking about they self instead of the world. Because they think about the world, what the world said about them instead of thinking about how they don't carry.
But how can they not?
But there's multiple factors.
But what I told him
that's like a depressed person.
I agree with.
How can you get out of depression? How you get out of depression?
But there's two things on that. One,
person has to do the work. That part of what he said, I agree with. I said that, right?
Because we all go
through
something.
My thing is we all are accountable for our experiences. But the question he asked was about the collective. Why are we scared to unify with each other? It ain't an issue of fear. It's the issue of miseducation, and then it's just the issue of you literally are in a position where how can you? They don't want you to. So they've created distractions for you. They've created discord in your community. They've done all of this stuff to create discord and in the ability for you to even do it. You don't have the platform to do that.
Guess what all that add up to me? All that is some selfish shit.
But is it self? Well, they have taught you to be narcissistic. So yes,
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
We all have.
You gotta break that shit. That ain't self. Once you love yourself, it's gonna open up to the world.
Hold on, time out real quick.
All that brainwash, because you gotta, before you love yourself, guess what you gotta do? Find yourself.
But also check this out. But also check this out though. You gotta think of this. There's a lot of people out there in this world. A lot of people in this world, bro, who. And yeah, you, because you looking at me crazy as usual. You know, I'm just fucking around.
I'm just listening.
But no, there are a lot of people who are unable to, look out for other people in those senses, like you're saying.
What you mean by that?
Not being able to?
Yeah.
So for example, for example, there's people who financially cannot, put the time into helping you out on what you need. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's financially or them just spending that time. Because, for example, my mother. I didn't have a lot of guidance growing up. Because my mom had to work 2 jobs. My dad was in jail all the fucking time.
And you're in those communities where they don't have the resources.
Exactly. So it's not because they don't. It's not because they don't love themselves. They love themselves. They don't have the capabilities of being able to look. I care about you, but fuck, what am I gonna do? have a conversation with you. Like that's all it's going to be is a conversation, and conversations don't always fix shit.
It ain't conversation.
But that doesn't mean I don't love myself just because I have to look out for myself because of the position I'm in life.
No, it ain't about that.
You know what I'm saying?
But even in that,
like, what I'm saying is you can't sit there and say
I'm not
that everybody who's not looking out for somebody or caring for somebody is because they don't
looking out for somebody. I'm not saying nothing like that. What I'm saying is the answer to world peace is self-love. Everybody hate each other because they don't love themselves.
But even
because how can you hate somebody if you really love yourself? G, I'm telling you some real shit.
I don't think it's an issue that people really hate anybody. I think what people really don't like. Listen,
because they still living off their past. It's like
I don't think
everybody's emotionally detached.
I don't know, but I don't think people hate each other. I think the issue with people is they hate that, and then I think they hate the construct. Because it's like, really, what can you do? Like, if you put a bunch of rats in a maze together, and it's like they trying to get to something, and it's all of them trying to get to that one thing, they're going to attack each other to try to get it. I think more so you're a casualty of the fact that we're all kind of running the same rat race, and it's the issue of like, I'm trying to get this, I'm trying to make it to this, and only a certain percentage of people really have access to that, and it's like, and what's kind of motivating you is something that really isn't even what you really are supposed to be striving for. Yeah, what people are running to try to get is more material based. Yeah, it's more about money.
Outside
it's about
of them.
And it's like
the whole thing. They keep you like that so you won't find self.
The big thing is they got bills, yo. You know
what
I'm saying?
Well,
that's all caught up. That's all in the
problem. But you can't say they don't love them. They don't love themselves.
The more things you have is debt and all
because
that.
if they gotta pay their bills,
but even that, I think
I'm not gonna sit here and go fucking homeless because I gotta look out for you.
What you mean? Hold on, if you love yourself,
nigga.
Hold on,
I love myself, but nigga, I'm not finna go homeless because
you missing the whole shit. Huh? If you love yourself, guess what you gonna do? You gonna do for yourself, my nigga. What? You not gonna be homeless. You not gonna not ever have food because you love yourself. You know what yourself need, nigga.
But see, the thing is too, though. Let me say
this: when you find yourself,
our society too, like they do a lot of stuff to try to destroy your ability to be self-sufficient too. That's what I don't. I mean, it's like a lot of dudes is working hard just trying to make it. A lot of families are. I think that's the unfortunate part. Like, a lot of people do love themselves and they do want to do more for their community and they do want to do a collective thing where it's like being supportive. But I think, like you were saying, like the resources aren't there or people are struggling just to survive. Like, they just like, damn, I'm working this bullshit ass job.
Guess and there's a construct. I found out when I was poor.
Well, usually that's when you find yourself because you don't have anything material distracting you from being able to delve into self-study. But I think the thing is you're so distracted too. You got reality TV, you got all this other shit. No, you don't. Yeah. But there are people that do.
That do, I know.
So what are they doing when they're doing that?
They getting programmed.
Exactly. So they don't have time to say, well, I need to go study myself and learn about me because I'm watching, Love and Hip Hop, LA or whatever. You see what I'm saying?
I don't watch
That's what I'm saying. So you're not dealing with people who don't care about things because they hate everything. It's because they're distracted. It's because they're narcissistic, like what B was saying, where you're literally into yourself in the wrong way. Like they flipped it, where it's like, no, you need to go into yourself to learn about yourself. No, different. I'm gonna be about myself to the point where community don't matter to me.
Like you can be conceited with yourself and not love yourself.
But that's narcissism.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's what he was saying. That's exactly what a narcissist is. That's different
than loving yourself.
They love themselves.
That's why I also too was trying to clarify in the beginning, like, like there's a difference because there's narcissists. Because narcissists do love themselves, but they love themselves.
Yeah, that's some different shit.
But it's not even them
you
loving
coming
themselves.
Second,
they just
no matter fucking
what. They're obsessed with themselves, and it's a more
and they don't even know it.
And they can still hate themselves.
It's not even love. It's more like an obsession with self.
And they running from something though.
Pleasing to the nature of their senses.
And I guarantee you, deep inside their heart, they running from something though.
But most narcissists come from a place of being hurt. Like, people do stuff like that. They're responsive because something negative has happened. Or something traumatizing has happened. That's most people. And most people who really love themselves, like you said, go on a journey of self-discovery where they really go deep within to try to find out who they are. But that takes knowledge.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That takes time.
And that takes saying they lack awareness, resources. I found
No,
it takes desire too.
Yeah, you gotta want it. You gotta want it.
The reason you know what you know is because you look for it.
I want
the reason I know what I know is because I looked for it. Anything you want, you have to seek it out.
And I found it too. That's what I'm saying. Like I gave it a website and everything, yo. Like. And then when I found that website, I even went further. You know what I'm saying? Because it just keeps wanting you to go further and further.
Collectively, why you don't have unity is because people don't want to know.
Yeah, knowledge.
That's it.
That's another thing. That's another thing. There's people who literally do not want to fucking know, bro.
Guess why they don't want to know? My homie told me people don't want to know because after knowing come with action. They don't want to do nothing.
Yeah, they don't want to be accountable.
That's one part.
That's accountability.
Another part is convenience.
It's more convenient because they comfortable.
Like for example, a lot of people may not like. Here's a good example. A lot of people may not have believed in Trump and whatnot, but still voted for him because he conveniently lowered their taxes.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They like all this other shit. I don't like him, but this one fucking thing conveniently had me go. You know what I'm saying? I got lower taxes now, yo, and I'm making more money.
Guess what convenient is to a nigga that's a woke? Comfortability.
Yeah.
Like church, that's comfortable for people that go feel like they got something. You feel me? I'm not with comfortable. I want the hard way. Wake me up, slap me with the truth, make me cry.
But the truth is, you're not going to be.
When I found out
the hard way.
I know how that feel, bro. And that's fucked up.
You want to know some cold shit?
I be in there.
When I found out I went for to go to heaven and hell, nigga, I cried. Nigga, it's proof you ain't going to heaven and hell. That shit is all in your mind. When I found out this shit, bro, that shit killed me, nigga. When in the Bible, all that shit they tell you in the Bible, nigga, you not going to heaven. In the Bible, God say you can do all the good you want, nigga. I gotta choose you. So if you ain't chosen, you not going to heaven. This is in the book that, nigga, I seen all this shit like.
Heaven and hell is a mind state. You can be in hell right now.
It's a mind state. That's why when
you're in hell right now.
Because
if your mind is fucked up, that's where the hell is. If you're in heaven, if you're euphoria because you're awakened and you're at peace with yourself, then you definitely can be there. But my thing is to just say this: people don't really care about learning about themselves. People want to sit under the guise of who they are now. How the world sees them. Oh, I do this, I do that. I have my twos infused. I have my weed. I have my drink. I have my friends. I'm doing this. And they're okay with that. And that's why they don't seek out anything beyond that because it, like you said, causes accountability. But also, once again, like y'all were saying, it's comfortable. It's a space where you don't have to.
But check this out. I'm gonna tell you why that is. I'm gonna tell you why that is though, because when you look at the system itself, our government system, they defund the education system every year.
On purpose.
Okay, on purpose. Because they don't want you being educated. So that forces you as a person to find something. Because people want to learn shit. Not necessarily like, I want to go to school. But they're looking like, they'll see something like, yo, I want to learn how to, build that shit.
Yeah.
You're a curious being. We
are. So you know what I'm saying? And education expands that shit. But check it out. And you know this person because I've been there probably not as much time as you, but going to jail. But they tell you, yo, motherfucker in jail, if you don't give them something to do, what they gonna do?
Idle time is the devil's workshop.
Devil's workshop. What they gonna do, bro, if a motherfucker ain't occupied? If you don't occupy,
they gonna be on some bullshit.
They gonna be on some bullshit. They gonna commit a crime. They gonna do something. You know what I'm saying? They are. So they want you to motherfucking. So people, if people who don't want to commit the crimes and all that shit, they're forced to go and find something that they want to look like, or you know what I'm saying, learn, or be more awoke. Right. So a lot of people they're divided because of the lack of the resources that these motherfuckers is knowing. Well, in order for me to control these motherfuckers,
pretty much.
Then they go back to this, don't want to take action.
Now
you got a smartphone in your fucking hand, and they still don't want the education.
But now it falls under, it's not a matter of...
Some people don't know where to find the information either. And then, like you said, it's a lot of misleading information. So now you're dealing with, I'm reading about this, or I'm reading about this, but like you said, it's a lot of propaganda, it's a lot of manipulated info.
It's called document.
A lot of manipulated information too. So now you're reading things, so you have to be very clear on what you're learning. Right. And then for me personally, the educational system is bullshit. So when you go to school, that's nonsense because
Michael
school
Jackson
itself.
Said the public schools are lying. The last press conference before Michael Jackson died, he went on a rampage and said the public schools are lying.
That is not an educational experience in my opinion. Like you go to school, you become dumber.
You will.
And I think that the way to learn
that's another word for that.
My
boy said.
It's the truth.
My nigga asked me this. He said, so everything I learned.
Stupider what?
Stupider, like more ignorant.
Dumber.
Stupider. Like academia itself.
I'm trying to think.
In my opinion, it dumbs you down.
All right,
because elementary school is really an issue of like when you're in elementary, you're supposed to be learning about the actual elements, like the elements on the periodic table. You're supposed to be learing about astrology, but that's the things you're supposed to really be learning about. When you go to school,
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
I'm done.
No, I didn't. I got suspended 13 motherfucking times in 1 year. I didn't go to a white school.
But let me say this: when you get out of school,
I did for 1 year in high school. That's because I left the motherfucking school like, yo, fuck this shit. Went to this one white school way the fuck out and about.
That's why they taught you the periodic table.
Nah, it wasn't. It was actually at the bad school. I love that shit.
But think about this. When you learn about things as you get out of school, all your education really comes then. And like when you talk to people, they're like, well, have you ever taken a business course?
Well,
do you know how to manage your money? Do you know how to do this, do that? None of that stuff is taught to you in school.
Check this out.
No, it won't, because that's the stuff you need to know.
They want you to be in debt to them. But I understand what you're saying, but they don't.
Training workers.
Yeah, they keep you employed. They want you to be employed.
They want you to be the best worker ever.
Right.
And you will be when academia makes you the best worker.
That doesn't necessarily dumb you down because...
If you think the world's spinning and moving, you gotta be crazy.
Listen to what I'm saying.
There's a lot of shit that I self-taught myself in college.
Let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
The reason why I feel like it dumbs you down is because
my med school taught me a lot, nigga. Hold on.
But listen, school itself, when you go through academia, especially when you get sucked into that system and you keep going with that, I found that a lot of those people never kind of veer off and they learn about themselves because that ability to kind of be free thinking is taken away because the more academia is pushed on you, the more limited your mind.
So that's why I want you to clarify. Yeah, because I was like,
it's called what? It's called brainwash.
And I'm not discriminating against somebody who goes to school.
Can I say something?
I'm like, do what you do.
Let me say something about the school shit.
Understand and know that it does take away from your ability to think freely.
Can I say a little bit about this?
Because you get locked
brainwash.
into that. And everybody else,
brainwash. Because when you a kid, when you first walk into elementary school, preschool, what the fuck you see? Big ass blue glove. That's where the manipulation started. To make you think
this nigga here you go.
This is real.
Yo, hold on.
I did research on this shit, bro.
You know what he's saying?
Yeah, I do. That it's round.
The Earth is not no ball. It's circular. When they say circular, because it's circular, it's like a quarter. We in the Earth, bro. We ain't on the Earth. We in the Earth, bro. We down in Earth.
He's talking about the dimension.
He a flat earther.
I'm a flat earther for real.
Feel you.
For real, I'm for real about this, and I can prove it to you. I can prove it to you right. I'm gonna give you a quick.
Regardless of whatever.
Let me give you a quick thing.
Fact is,
this is not a theory. Y'all got a theory. Let me tell you. The ocean is. Let me tell you like this, bro. Like I was trying to explain to him last time. Water is contained. What I mean by contained is that it's all got something around it. Land around it, containing it, and then ocean never end right at the land. It gets shadowed. So that means whoever created this contained it. It's not floating. It's not no motherfucking all right, if it was gravity, why do motherfucking waves and shit go up? That shit will never go up. You feel me? I can show you right now on YouTube. Niggas shooting up water shooting up in the air. Go Google on there no gravity water. I bet you find it. Shit shooting in the air. I forgot where it's at, but it's shooting straight up. It's no gravity. Everything capped off. That's why everything dropped to the bottom. Everything drop to the bottom is no gravity because everything weigh more than oxygen. There's nothing that don't weigh more than oxygen, so everything gonna fall through it.
That you and me.
That's my phone.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Then, like right now, like I was trying to explain to y'all, they say levels, sea level, ocean level. That means rising, going up and down. You can't do that on no fucking ball. This is the BG. And then the only way you can level something, it gotta be flat. It gotta be flat for you to get a level.
Once again, nothing absolute. Everything is the issue of no absolute truth, but everybody has the right to.
No, I'm trying to tell you this. I can prove it though. It's proof in the pudding. That's why I said you can't run from facts.
But my thing is,
like I said, like the white man said, all right, let me do this. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Go ahead.
The white man told me to ask people this. All right, if we on the ball, it's obvious we on the top. What's up with the people on the bottom? How they living? Upside down? Just keep it real. Don't say no gravity, nothing. That means still they pull. If it was gravity, that mean they pulled up to the bottom, nigga. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Think real, nigga. Stop thinking what y'all been taught in school. Y'all been taught that shit in school. And everybody that was a big scientist was a Freemason on Mafioso. Isaac Newton is a Freemason. That nigga Einstein is a Freemason. Everybody that's a Freemason, they hide the truth, they lie. All these motherfucking presidents, Freemasons. Everybody, they Freemasons, bro. They don't tell the truth. Oh, nigga, everybody that went to the moon.
On everything, nigga, my mom's husband before he passed away, nigga, he's a Freemason. 33rd level Freemason, nigga. 33rd level. Like, and I bet that nigga, hold on. Nigga. That nigga showed me everything, nigga.
He didn't show you everything.
Promise you he did, nigga. Didn't. I promise you he did.
He didn't show you enough. How long he came?
I bet you he did.
He didn't, bro. Because guess what I asked? Look, let me tell you this.
Let me tell you.
I know
a
Mason.
Nigga, hold on.
Go ahead.
I promise you he did. This nigga, when his dad passed away, he stopped. When his dad passed away, he stopped practicing. You know what I'm saying? One day this nigga brought out a briefcase. He brought out a briefcase, bro. He opened it up. He showed me all these documents, bro, the books, all that shit. He opened up this book, had nothing but all their hand signals, gestures, all that shit. And I'm looking at it like, God damn. And you know what I'm saying? He showed me everything. He showed me fucking their Bible, their rules, everything. I'm looking at it like, damn, this briefcase was full of shit. Mm-hmm. Literally went through it all, bro. He opened up to me about it because he didn't practice it no more. I was like, how come you don't practice it no more? He was like, man, when my dad died, I just didn't feel like doing really anything anymore. I just was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, yo, he was a 33rd level Mason. Showed me it all. He was like, dead ass. If you was a level Mason right now, and he brought out this ring. You put this ring on. You go on the court. Show this ring in the court. You stand a certain way. And he was like, "Yo, the judge tossed your shit out right then and there."
Makes perfect sense to me.
You know what I'm saying? He was like this little emblem on the back of my card. He was like the back of it. Exactly. Then he showed me this card. He was like, "This card right here." He showed me the card. This card right here is your get out of jail free card.
Tell me that don't sound like no shit that because these niggas got power. The most people with power is the ones that's holding the secret. They controlling. They the puppet, nigga.
This nigga said, yo, you show him this card. They're literally it's your get out of jail.
Who the fuck? They try to say every person that said they went to the moon. Listen to me. Every person that said they went to the moon was a Freemason.
But what I'm telling you is this though.
This shit is lies, nigga. I asked the nigga that was a Freemason and all that. I told him this my nigga. I watched this card. I say, hey OG. I know you're amazing. I said, is the earth flat? Guess what he started doing? Laughing. On Block Crip say, boy, you know something. On Mafioso, this shit is not for fake.
It's a lot of things.
They try to tell you, Freemasons try to tell you the grass came before the sun. How the fuck is that possible?
It's not possible.
Everything the Freemasons say go against the creator, bro. They change. That's why the world fucked up now because of Freemasons, bro.
Absolutely.
But the actual practice of it originated, guys. It wasn't a negative thing. That's why I try to tell you. It becomes a control. Freemasonry. It's literally sacred geometry. But that's the point. When they take something,
they made it a code,
and they manipulate it, and they turned it into something negative. This was our teaching, our instruction. That's what makes me like when we say, that was originally who it was. All the Freemasons were us.
Here goes a prime example of something being turned from bad.
That's why my son's name is actually Mason, and it's Master Builder. That's what it means. So we named him after that because of what it means from
here's a prime example of something being
Mason. That's why we named him.
Here's a prime example of something being good and taking the bad.
That's the name that we gave my son. So it was for that reason. So that's why.
That's what I'm trying to
they taking it, but y'all gotta stop
this nigga brought out my favorite fucking.
With the devil worship, I'm But my thing is, that's what this is what I'm saying.
Nigga can't.
If you gonna pay homage to,
but hold on, the devil don't exist to me.
If y'all gonna pay homage to the evil aspect of these practices, then you have to look at the other side because everything is duality. Nothing comes into this plane of duality without good and bad. So when you're dealing with that.
Is manipulation. I don't know how to divide that.
But manipulation is one side of the coin because the one side of being manipulated is what
the good side is for them. They gonna benefit from
manipulation. No. See what I'm saying? But you're locked into one way of thinking when it comes to everything. Of course they benefit.
So tell me what's.
But let me ask you a question: is it not duality in being manipulated, but also being insightful or aware, like what you were saying, to where there's awareness, so you can ride past the manipulation, so because but that's the duality of it. Like, so there are manipulating, but there's a lot of people who are aware enough to be like, oh, that's some bullshit, I'm not doing that.
I never heard that.
Like the evil villain, nigga.
What's that mean?
Like the evil villain.
Basically, there's two sides to everything. Like what he said, there's a good guy, like when you watch a movie, there's a protagonist, there's an antagonist, there's a villain, there's a hero. That's the plane we're on. Everything is dual. It's light and day. It's day and night. It's night. It's night and exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So even when you're talking about something on a negative end of the polarity with it, you always have to look at the other side of the coin. Because
I'm trying to say, what's the other side of being manipulated, or somebody
being aware?
You?
Aware.
Yeah, because
awareness, being awakened. Being knowledgeable to where you can ride through the manipulation.
Is too,
bro.
That's all I'm saying.
Check it out.
That's what duality is. It's balance.
Now check it out.
One or the other.
Now
I gotta understand.
What do you call the people who become woke and use that knowledge and power for evil?
They're
evil.
They obviously not woke.
No,
they not woke, because if you're gonna deceive
nigga.
To me. Just because you know something don't mean you are woke.
No, because if I can say him
crazy as
fuck. But to be woke is
by action. To me.
But to be woke is a bull crap to me, because it's like that whole I'm woke and all of that. No, it's like you're coming into your own. You're remembering your antiquity. This is you
being awakened. So
let's say enlightened, because I'm sick of that awoke.
And I use enlightened too.
Please, let's go there. Let's say enlightened.
All right, so it's woke, because if you sleeping on yourself, I mean you ain't awoke.
I see what you trying to say, but I'm so sick of people saying woke, and I'm like,
but enlightenment cool too. I love that word.
I'm over woke.
It's more
enlightenment is more in the truth of what we do. Because you would take
action, whatever you get enlightened in.
You become enlightened. That means the light within is now sparked. Spark something
and project to the world,
bro.
You ain't gonna be perfect.
Bro.
You still ain't gonna be perfect,
bro. There's people out there who are intelligent as shit.
Oh my God,
and have used knowledge
is that his daughter?
For bad.
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying. They just because they know
what's up, Nana?
Just because you know something don't make.
What's up, girl?
Master Builder.
You gotta understand what I'm trying to tell you. Just because you know something don't mean you got that for good intentions.
Okay, going out of here. What you need?
Everybody ain't getting knowledge for good intentions,
you want to throw something away?
Doesn't mean that they ain't learn that knowledge though.
No, you can know knowledge, but I can learn how to cook crack just to sell fake dope. I never cooked crack to sell dope real. I'm trying to say, so your intentions on what you learning it for. Like some people learn how to fix cars and do learn shit so they can manipulate other people because they don't know. Just like with drug dealing, niggas gonna go find a plug and don't tell none of his niggas.
There's a lot of people, like for example, there's a lot of motherfuckers who get into their field for the right intentions and do other things with it.
That they ain't found themselves. I'm trying to tell you some real shit, bro. And they not mature. Guess what? My motherfuckers say that you think you mature.
I'm trying to tell you some real shit.
No, because on Compton.
I love him.
Are you mature? Yeah.
On your mama?
No. Hey, but is you mature though?
Huh?
What make a person mature? What you think?
Honestly, to me, for me, that's based on somebody's opinion.
No, I'm asking you.
Well, he asking your opinion.
What my opinion, as far as mature is like
what make a person mature?
But where?
For me, as far as mature,
being mature.
For me, as far as mature goes, is they out taking care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's out getting a job or running a business. You know what I'm saying? They doing what they got to do to to survive. But also, you know what I'm saying? They ain't out here in society acting crazy and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Is that
Like they actually out here like educating somebody else or something, or spreading more information or something like that, or out here learning more information. You know what I'm saying?
Here.
Even not even saying certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, like what she said, like where you know what I'm saying? Like I get told a lot to stop saying the N word. You know what I'm saying? Stop saying nigga, but that's a different mature level I need to reach. You see what I'm saying? So. Like I said, it's a different opinion because
all right, what you think?
There's levels of maturity.
Maybe.
Yeah, it is. So what you think will make a person mature?
You damn so immature.
Damn.
Absolutely.
And he said that with the cup going in his mouth. He said it under his breath, kind of. He's like, you damn.
This my family. You know how family do.
Y'all cousins, bro? Y'all mamas and sisters, or?
It's blood. It ain't blood, but we've been. I've been listening since we was babies.
For real?
My mama and his mama, my mama and auntie, they was all best friends. Before we was born, high school, all that shit.
Well, that means y'all both around the same age then.
Close to you. I'm 39.
You 39?
I'm just turning.
You don't look it though. You look little. I mean, young. You know what I mean? Not like in a mean way.
Damn.
Like,
she said you look little. She said you look little.
Not like that. Not like that.
Yo, she came out with the shake. She came out with the shake, bro. Right in the back.
No, what I meant was, I said you are, like, you look young. That's what I meant to say. Like, you don't look like an old man.
Poor words right there. Poor words.
Yeah, that was bad.
We all make the wrong. I done did it earlier with the wrong words.
I'm so sorry. I was not saying like you look little, like tiny. I meant like you look young.
First thing came to my
mind. Like a young guy. You look young. Like, well, that's good. Yeah. So you're 39 too?
Sure, why not?
See? Oh, what is this secrecy again?
I mean, we part of
Why
the
are you?
society in America.
Oh my God! Stop.
Everything can't be told on TV.
This dude is like so. He's like CIA.
Hey, you can't see that type of shit. Have a
Pay-per-view.
nigga gotta watch your kids.
Oh, you crazy? Never ever.
Grown man scared to say his birthday. Hey man, I'm 39, little young ass kids. Y'all see me in the street.
Type of stuff
I'm a grown ass man. You don't want this problem.
Right, so you gotta be careful.
But anyway, though, back to the subject. You know, I was just clowning. What makes a person you think makes a person mature?
That's a good question. There's a lot of things that can make a person mature. It just depends on what areas. I think it's different levels of maturity.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
So like emotionally, what makes a person mature? You feel like?
Well, emotionally being able to attach to reality. You know what I mean? To what's going on. That makes you emotionally, mature, caring. I think being. There's a lot of different things. What do you think makes you mature?
Oh God, we want to have this conversation right now. I mean, I just think in general, what makes a person mature is experience and wisdom, man. That grows you up real quick. A person can become mature. For real. You know what I'm saying? Just to become, you go through enough in your life, it gains wisdom, and then your maturity just kind of kicks in because it's like, okay, I'm not going to handle that the way I would have handled that 10 years ago.
Right.
After this lesson. It's wisdom that makes you mature. Because
there's some cats who just ain't gonna learn that.
Well, wisdom makes you learn it, but if you don't, don't get nothing from it, then you're just over here
I was gonna say again, my dad had 7 DUIs. That nigga they didn't put that nigga away for a couple years because it was like, yo, you know what? You just gonna throw you in jail for like 2 years.
No, that's how. I mean, a lot of people are like that.
What?
They're
not
immature.
DUI.
Oh yeah, he gonna go.
But the same lesson over and over again.
It took 7 of them though, bro.
Damn, he got lucky.
7 of them for them.
Nigga, they put me my first DUI. They made me. I couldn't drive without putting the thing.
Nah.
Hey, that's my first.
Not him. They didn't.
Is he lighter?
Is he what?
Is he lighter?
Lighter.
Is he white?
No, he's black.
Black as a mother.
He was black as hell. Like he's dark.
It's probably like this nigga.
But he's
I'm saying between these two.
But you make it seem like they're so dark.
Right, but let me
they're
tell y'all.
not.
Can I tell you something?
They're really not that dark.
To answer that question, I know,
like these melanated brothers are not that dark.
To answer your question, I asked my mama.
I'm Indian.
Not really.
See, I'm really Native American. That's why I look like I'm the color of the sand. The color of, you better look at my color. Nigga, I'm
to answer your question,
African.
I asked my mama.
Fuck out here. They trying to manipulate us. It's a bar or some shit they got where they only gonna pay 3 million people that got all the Indians. They put these 3 million and some people in this thing, and everybody else outside of that, like us, the people that was here already, they didn't want to pay us. So they took us out and told us we was something else, nigga. On mafioso, we really Indians, nigga. But they don't want to pay us. Yeah. So they using that black shit, my nigga.
Well, they ain't really Indians. We're actually Aboriginal.
We the motherfuckers over here.
We
was here first. This our land. That's why the Moors talking about this our shit. I'm talking about not Indian. I'm talking about the native people.
Well, the Native Americans. Yeah, I mean the Native Americans were Aboriginal, indigenous to here.
Look at the Indians.
But Indian is not who they are. So we're not Indians.
They came from Africa too. The Indians. You can look this up. Them motherfuckers from Africa, the Indians, nigga.
Well, Africa was over here.
Our culture shit, nigga. You want to know our culture is Indian. All that running, that's African shit. Praying, nigga, to the skies. They go my.
You gonna have to show me some shit on that, cause
about what?
Because I can tell you right now.
You talking about praying?
Indians migrated from South America, nigga.
Who?
But weren't
That's
South
on my mama
Americans
right now. It's
Aboriginal
Native
and
Africans. You
But
can
those
look
are
up Native
different tribes,
Africans.
though.
Watch now, nigga.
Those are different tribes, though.
Nigga
Because,
crazy. I
I mean,
can show
really,
him Native
South
Africans.
America, Mexico, all those were part of the same landmass. So all are
We
considered
could walk
Aboriginal
across,
and
bro.
indigenous people.
Back
We're
then,
not.
we
I mean, just
indigenous.
they separated us, and then a lot of people from like Europe. So you have them mixing in with the Asiatic people, and then what ended up happening
Native
with that is
Africans.
they created lighter tones, then they changed the hair, then they changed the DNA. That's why you see them looking different now. But prior to that, there was a lot of
them African Indians, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about?
But not, I wouldn't say Indian. I hate Indians because
But they call them indigenous people. They
are Aboriginal indigenous.
Them Africans, nigga. They came from Africa.
But my thing is
That's how the Indians dressing. That's how we
South
dress.
America is
in
a
Africa.
part of the landmass.
Before
so it's all the same.
I did research on where our
They
people
just put borders up.
like what our people worship
they
before
don't
this.
match.
Our people worship what they can see.
Yeah, it's just they separated everybody, but we're all a part of the same landmass too.
This ain't that.
This ain't what, nigga. These
They made motherfucking Hispanics from Africa, nigga.
Nigga, they is from Africa.
But
These
regardless-
I ain't say Hispanics.
Nigga, that's what
But
South
regardless-
Americans are, nigga.
What the
We
fuck
are-
you mean? Indians ain't Mexicans.
Nigga.
But Mexicans are
Indians-
Aboriginal and
Indians,
indigenous. They all
Indians,
are. All of that is.
Indians,
Everybody fall
South
in line,
Americans,
bro.
yeah.
Native
everybody.
Americans from here, they migrated from South America, nigga.
South
Those,
America.
they all.
Because South
This
America
all
is a
is
part
America.
of the landmass. It's all a
It's
part
all
of the Americas.
America.
Everything's the same.
What the fuck is he talking about? South, east, west, north.
Nigga,
I'm
that's
still in
you don't
America.
know your content, your
No,
continents?
that shit ain't real.
But he's saying that, I guess
My
what you're
nigga.
saying is they
My
migrated from that part of the Americas.
All right, so
up
where we
here.
come from? This
Yeah.
black niggas
But
been
we're all
over there. They
from
came
over
from
here.
Africa.
No, we didn't.
Nigga, who? I'm not my mama.
We didn't come from Africa.
Man, people came from all over
This
the world.
was Africa.
I'm trying to tell you.
But this was Africa. We were all connected to each
That's what
other.
I'm trying to tell you. Most
Asia,
people migrated
Africa,
from
Well,
Europe, that was all one landmass.
Y'all not
at
get what I'm
the
saying.
Yeah.
The first
And
person
then it
born was in
separated.
Africa.
Yeah, if you
can look
you
this
trying to
up.
go way.
I'm talking about
But that's
before
real.
you
I
come
mean,
back.
if you're going to talk
I
about
mean,
it, you got to talk
No,
about
I'm
it.
talking about the
You
beginning
can't say
started in
one thing
Africa.
and say,
Well, like she said,
You
was
can't.
all one continent at one time.
and it wasn't, and Africa
Before-
was
but
this.
when it
This
separated-
was actually
when it
Africa where we
separated-
are now.
And we
When
was
it
already
separated-
migrated.
The
When it-
original
we was
name of this
everywhere.
particular was
It wasn't
Africanus.
Africa.
So this was
Yeah, it was
actually
Africanus.
it was Africanus. That's what it was
Yeah,
called.
it
This
wasn't
particular
called Africa.
landmass.
When the
It
people
was
took it,
Africa
they
was not over
renamed
there.
it once they
They
conquered it.
named it here
Once they
and
took the
changed
shit.
it to the Americas, but it was actually Africanus.
this
This
shit.
was Kush. This was Kemet.
I
All of
know
that.
what's going
So it was
on.
over
Well,
here.
so they wanted to take
We in
it.
Africa.
But they took it, and they
tricked
have like
us,
if
nigga.
you go to like
I told people
Memphis,
that we could be in Africa
there's
right now.
actually pyramids, and there is
But y'all
like a
never
whole
let me say my
city
mature part. I
under
didn't
it.
even get to finish
But
saying
you
the
see
mature
how
part.
like they have it now, it's all kind of run down
What's
country
National
and
Monument,
southern
y'all?
and all
This
that.
is
Oh,
the
right, can I
monument.
tell you my
Changed the
mature,
energy
what I
of it.
think
How
mature.
y'all
Or
look
like
at the
places like
monument
New
and
York,
you see it and not
they
see it,
have
and then
it's
you
called
don't
the
know
Empire
this is
State
Egypt.
because that's
Y'all
like
don't
where
want me to
it's the
say
energy
nothing.
center.
Can I say
And
my
like
mature?
North America is actually probably one of the dopest continents because there's so much.
All right, let me
energy
ask y'all
here.
another question.
And all
So
of
y'all
that.
want to
It's
let me
towns
answer
and
my question?
countries and
You- let me
Atlantis
answer
is
your
real.
question.
All
For
that
the
stuff.
mature shit, I ain't never say my shit.
What makes you feel like somebody's mature, Claybo? Get it?
When they apply everything they know.
I mean, yeah.
So ain't nobody mature because don't nobody do that shit. Grandmas, mamas, they still do bullshit.
But that's a human experience, though.
That's what
That
made me
makes them
think of that. 'Cause I'm
immature?
like, my mama ain't mature.
Why not?
She get drunk and do some crazy shit. Or motherfuckers do.
Well,
nigga,
I'm
fuck
done.
out of here. Y'all not mature. Y'all still kids just like us.
But aren't they still learning? Don't they have
But
their
I'm
own
not
journey?
saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's
I think
bad.
it is.
But I'm saying that I know that everybody ain't applying everything they know. That's how I figured that out.
That's
Well,
the human
It's some
experience.
people that do though. They do everything they know. They
Do you?
I don't.
but
I'm
the-
asking
but
you.
the
I'm like,
other
well,
thing
do
is this,
you?
though.
No, 'cause I'm
The
not.
That's
other
the only thing that matters.
The other thing
I'm
is this,
working
though.
on it.
But that's the only thing
But
that
the other
matters.
thing is
that
this,
you
though. A
apply
lot
what
of people
you know,
can't
right?
apply what they know as far as like what they learn from that experience because that experience may not come around for a while.
No, what you mean?
I think it always cycles
If you
back
know
to
that
me.
you're not
But
supposed
when though?
No,
That's
this
what I'm
is-
saying.
I mean, I think it comes
That's
in
what I'm
different
saying.
forms.
crazy.
'cause, you
Niggas
know,
always
you have
trying
a
to find
lesson to
excuses.
learn.
Look, you an excuse maker.
That's not an excuse.
When a
That's for
nigga
real.
learn how to tie his shoe,
That's for real.
you
though.
gonna
Well, the
forget.
cars
No,
don't procrastinate.
When you
No,
hold
listen,
on,
take it easy,
hold
take it easy on our guy. No,
on.
listen.
Let me give him a good example. When you learn
I'ma
how to
give
tie,
him a better one here in a
all right,
second.
give me one then. When you learn how to tie your shoe, it don't matter what shoe you put on.
Just put a dicks on the table.
When you learn to tie your
Please.
shoe, yeah, it doesn't
So
matter.
who's
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
It
Who's
don't matter
got
what
to
shoe
it
you
look
put on.
like? It's
So if
me.
you learn this situation, whenever that situation come in
I'll
again,
flip
you're
this
gonna be
table over.
mature
No.
and know how to do it.
That's not necessarily true.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't.
I'm not doing
Let me tell you why.
Motherfucking
Let me tell you why.
Y'all hear what we talking about?
That's on a simple level.
No, it's on every level.
No, it's not, nigga. That's on a simple level because you tying your fucking shoe.
No, I'm giving you an example.
No,
you missed. All right, look. I tell him.
Hold on. Now you gotta listen to my fucking example, nigga. Did I not listen to yours, nigga? Fuck on that.
They don't know where we at though.
They don't. They don't.
That's what I was trying to put.
Y'all didn't know what we were talking about. That's why.
Go ahead.
No, he was trying to say.
This is what we're talking about.
Huh?
Who?
Got your attention.
That's what I thought I heard, yo. Like, what?
What y'all talking about? Y'all on some freaky shit.
What? No, we weren't. No. See what we said? He said everybody just pull their dicks out now because this was a dick slinging contest amongst the two of you.
No,
I said, go, but he was joking, guys. Then
That's
I
all
said,
he do.
well, flip your dick out. And then he's talking about, if I flip my dick out, I'll flip over this table. Well, that's what I said. So I was joking. It was a joke.
How the fuck if you pull your dick out, it's gonna flip over the table?
Because that's how big it is. You never heard Martin say that? Don't you
my
want
dick
Martin?
out, it's gonna break the table.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
I'm trying to tell you something.
You trying to change it now. Yeah, right.
I'm whipping it out. That's gonna come out like... Whip it out.
See what I'm saying? No, incorrect.
No, but look,
don't let him lie to y'all.
What we was saying was, what you say about, it depends on if you know this, but then you don't know that. He said if you know this, but then this happened.
Shit.
I'm trying to tell you.
We need to shut it down anyway.
Yes, we are.
After this, so you can say your shit.
No, we know.
But I was trying to catch y'all up. He was saying it was like the mature shit. And he was like, all right, you could know this, but if it come up, and it depend on if the situation come up again. But then I said, that don't even add up, because if you know how to tie your shoe, it don't matter what shoe you put on. And then, you feel me? So that's the same thing.
But he was saying sometimes lessons don't come around to where it's an issue for you to get that. Or it may take time.
And the reason why I say that, bro, is I live that situation every day at work. Dead ass.
What? No, what I'm trying to tell you is you're not mature.
Whoa, wait a minute. How you gonna tell him that? Wait, hold on.
He just said his own mom ain't mature.
He did say that about his mom.
So is something off limits?
Is his mom watching this? Yours.
How
you gonna say this man ain't mature? How you know?
He ain't. If he can't handle those. Right now, if you can't, right now, I'm gonna tell you how you not mature.
That's very judgmental.
No, it ain't judgmental. I'm about to tell you the truth. Only person can make you mad is your motherfucking self. So if you was mature, can't nothing fucking offend you. Can't nothing break your energy.
I ain't offended by what you said, first off.
But my thing is, how do you know somebody's
my nigga, I can tell you right now.
You don't know.
Two, right now.
I get mad at all.
Hold on. I can tell you.
I'm talking about your reaction. I'm talking about the way you react.
Their journey. You can't give that man a synopsis of what he done been through. How you gonna tell him what he did?
Don't take me personal.
I didn't take it personal.
Listen. I'm saying if you don't handle that situation like you supposed to and you know how to, no matter what happens.
But how you gonna say he can't take it personal? You literally just sat there and told that man, well, you ain't mature, bro. How the fuck you know?
Don't take it personal.
I know. Don't take that shit personal. But I know what you ain't did. You ain't did the work, nigga. You ain't did the work.
I'm gonna say this right now. He said
I ain't mature
because I said I can tell you right now because I live through it every day with my job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well right now, G, I can tell you right now, you can't do my job.
I can't.
Exactly. So you ain't mature.
I wouldn't want to do your job.
Is that what you telling me, nigga?
No, what I'm telling you is, I know I ain't.
You see what I'm saying? Like, beyond that, nigga. Beyond that.
Look, guess what?
Beyond that, nigga. So.
All right, guess what? I would never be a nurse.
I ain't a nurse.
What is it?
You're offensive.
No, he's
trying to
check this out. Watch this. Hold on.
I can't do my job.
Hold on. Check this out. You can't.
Ain't you a nurse assistant or something?
That's not being narcissistic.
Oh my God.
I don't know what it is. I'm just saying. I'm not disrespecting you.
I do surgery.
I don't know what it is to do. You ain't the
doctor.
You ain't the doctor. To me, that's a nurse.
My nigga.
You a doctor or you the doctor?
I'm not the doctor.
All right, so you a nurse.
No, I'm not a nurse.
Playboy, shut the
I'm not saying that.
You
I'm just saying how he came at me like this. I don't want to be a dog.
No, hold on.
Came at me like that.
Nigga, did this motherfucker say
Hold on.
You don't even know what he do.
Did you hear him just say I came in here fucked up? Did you just hear him say I came in here fucked up?
You telling him he not
Did you hear him say that shit?
You got a nerve.
How did he just come at me?
But mention though, like
just 2 minutes before that, how did he come at me?
From his core,
you don't know nothing. You ain't learned nothing.
He really looking like.
I'm right.
He just said you can't get offended. He just said you can't get offended.
I'm not.
So hold on.
And I said you ain't a nurse. I said that.
He out of pocket like him.
Myself, I had to make it funny.
I feel you on that. No, I feel you.
Got on me, so I had to come with a counter block. Goddamn nurse, goddamn. I ain't mad.
He said I had to come out of counter block.
He make $30 an
I'm
hour.
fucking with the nurse.
Nah. But check it. But even a nurse don't make a nurse.
I had the counter block.
But even then though, nigga, a nurse makes 40 something an hour. But check it out. Yeah, I know.
Try to come at me aggressive. Nigga, you can't do
You got a nerve talking about somebody coming at somebody aggressive. You just literally told that man that he don't immature. He don't know nothing. I'm like,
I didn't say he didn't know nothing.
You know, because the reason why you ain't mature is because I'm like, really, Claybo? Exactly. Thank you, Claybo.
No.
Watch that shit back.
Listen, my guy.
Really?
All I said was
Check
you
it out.
don't apply what you
Check
know.
it out.
So
Check it out.
my mama not mature. So
Let me give you an explanation, a quick explanation of my job,
I heard
okay?
exactly what he
Now,
said.
a doctor, yeah, go ahead. A doctor.
He can watch this shit back later.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all.
Poor
Check this
mama.
out. Check this. Check this out, G. Check this out.
love me.
A doctor goes to school literally between 12 and 14 years.
Damn.
Literally, the first 4 years is just knocking out his, his like his prereqs, math, science, English, all that shit. The next 4 is his medical school. Okay. That's now he's just doing medical books. The 4 after that, the 8 to 12 is where he's in the field getting the learning, hands-on learning. Now he goes to his specialty, which would be like, I do spine surgery, or I do general surgery, or I do OBGYN. That's an additional 1 to 2 years, depending on the specialty. Now check this out, G. In order for me to assist that motherfucker, remember how many years I just told you he went to school? I need to know every fucking step of that procedure. Which means it took his fucking ass 12 to fucking 14 years to learn that shit, and I gotta learn it in a motherfucking month and less. And you gonna sit here and tell me?
So you see, he told you were a nurse as well.
Got mad.
You're a nurse too.
It's not. No, I didn't get mad. I didn't get mad. I understand, but I didn't get mad.
Nurse's assistant.
America, that was
even worse than a nurse. You assist the nurse.
I know he wasn't no nurse. I know he wasn't no nurse America. I was just having fun.
He know he was a nurse. He was not a nurse America.
Nah, I know he wasn't being like a person or anything like that. And I didn't take it personal. I just wanted to clarify because the reason why I say I go through that through my job is because literally, dog. There's times in surgery where I'm like, what is the fucking next step? I don't fucking know. I don't know, yo. Because one.
Don't say this.
No, listen. No, they.
Yeah, I don't think you should either. That's kind of bad.
Y'all didn't hear that shit. Y'all didn't hear none of that. He knows
that's
all
actually
of
facts.
this.
Because he was like,
America, he knows all of this shit. All right.
He actually teaching us a class.
He about to teach class.
Damn sure know. I
they like
learn how to do back surgery.
Hold on.
My partner back fucked up. My partner back fucked up. He don't got no insurance, so I need to do this shit in the alley. So Cuz gonna give me a class.
No. One. When you see the doctor, when you go see a doctor because you broke your bone, you go see an orthopedist. That motherfucker specializes in that. Me? I specialize in all fucking surgeries. Do you know how many different type of fucking surgeries there is? There's a lot. Now add in how many different techniques is there for that one fucking surgery? Literally, I got 2 doctors who do the same fucking surgery but differently. And you sitting here telling me, don't say that shit on TV. Oh no, I can confuse this motherfucker's technique with this other doctor's technique.
Don't do it.
And then on top of that, because there's so much information, so much materials, so much shit we get, there is times where we're like, damn, I forgot this. Hey, and I call my nurse, bro, go get me this. And yeah, the doctor gets mad as fuck. The doctor gets mad because he's like, you should have had that in the room. Yes, I fucking know, but yo, you know how much shit there is? Like, dude, there's so much fucking shit, yo. Like, Y'all don't understand it. Y'all just see y'all come well in the room. I'm the one who set the whole fucking room. Now I got to do this motherfucking surgery. And there's been days where, I walked into surgery because this is actually how other doctors learn. I walked into surgery where the tech is doing the full spinal fusion. Whoa. Like dead ass. I walked in and was like, I thought he was a fucking doctor. I was in my clinicals.
Hello.
But yeah, my next step up, bro, from my position right now is surgical assistant. I'm a surgical tech. Surgical assistants literally make over $100,000 a year to about $200,000 a year. Literally, they making dough, bro. And they end that motherfucking surgery, bro. Because
the nurses run the hospital. They doing pretty much everything almost, right?
Well, no, the nurses. A nurse will literally tell you that they're glorified gophers.
This nigga a cold nigga. He put his own.
No, this is what another nurse told me.
Oh, a nurse told you that?
Yeah, bro. Look, there is roles in their hierarchies, whatever that in surgery. You know what I'm saying? The doctor's a head motherfucker. Then you got the nurse who's the supervisor of the OR, and then you got me. I'm at the bottom of the fucking totem pole. The crazy shit is I don't understand why. I'm literally the doctor's right-hand fucking man. I'm literally the doctor's right-hand man. He can't do this surgery without me. He can't. He needs me. How am I the fucking at the bottom of the totem pole?
You don't know.
Like, what do you mean I don't know? I went to school for this shit. Exactly. I went to school for this shit, bro. What do you mean I don't know?
You didn't know you was supposed to go for 12 years.
Well, I didn't go to school. To be a tech, you don't have to go to school for 12 years. To be a tech, you just got to know the basics of the surgery.
Get that money.
Oh, so
you know what I'm saying? I can get the money. You know what I'm saying? When I go back to being a surgical assistant, which is only 2 more years.
Do you put your hands on patients? Like, do you?
What?
Do you?
I didn't hear what he
touching patients.
Are you?
And he was getting the techniques.
Is you sewing shit up and all that?
Oh, dog, there's been days where Dr. Morgan came in the room one day and was like, Brandon, you want to cut, you ready to cut bone today? I was like, hell yeah, let's go.
Did you forget something?
No.
But the patient is asleep.
He said, did you forget?
No.
The patient is sleep thinking this top-notch doctor
and what the doctor
is doing his job, and he over here got his interns and his nurses. Hey, come over here.
That's how they do.
That's how they eat.
Come over here. They already signed the waiver. Come and listen,
I bet you was a nigga with no insurance.
No, it's always motherfuckers with insurance.
Yeah.
They ain't finna bring you that OR if you ain't got no kind of insurance. Whether that's Medicaid or from your job. Operating room.
Oh. I didn't know that shit.
That's why you learn.
The only way you coming in that OR is if there's a legal case.
You just matured a second ago.
No,
because you know what OR means.
Yeah, I know a lot from tonight.
But check it out though,
G. You learned a lot today? So you matured a little.
But no, dead ass guys, y'all don't understand though.
Maturing is awareness though.
Y'all don't understand though. Check this out. Everybody in healthcare, even including the doctor, they tell you, yeah, all that shit you learned in the books, forget it.
Forget it.
Hands on.
Forget it, buddy.
Because now this is hands on.
That's how all jobs are like that.
When the doctors come in the room, I'm literally teaching them motherfuckers, bro.
But all jobs are like that.
Literally, they don't teach them in med school, in their med school, the sterility part. Like them motherfuckers, doctors come in there stiff as fuck, don't want to touch nothing. Yo, cause everything blue you can't touch. You gotta be 18 inches away from it. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't like set up in gown and gloves like I am. So them motherfucking doctors come in there like this, yo. They just stiff like, oh fuck, like I'm scared. I'm like, yo, ease up, bro. You good?
That sounds like my child again.
You good? Ooh, but the thing is this, bro, is no matter what doctor you see that come in that OR, all of them learned hands on. Yeah, we learned the book, which was basically learning your anatomy, where things supposed to be at. You know what I'm saying?
I like how this nigga talk. Where it's supposed to be at.
Well, because a lot of people don't know. You know, like I'm just one of them cats. I clarify for motherfuckers in different ways. You know what I'm saying? But they get it though. You know what I'm saying?
He be turning up.
And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? They also teach you like. You know, like for example, if we do, the type of surgery, let's do it in this procedural step so that the patient comes out alive. You know what I'm saying? But there's different procedural steps.
That's so funny.
Like dead ass, if you make an incision on a patient, there's certain ways to make an incision on a patient. If you do an incision the wrong way, this patient could keloid. Black people are highly likely to keloid from incisions, and those which is scars.
That's because you're not supposed to really be doing that.
Well, you're not supposed to, but it's because you're causing an injury to the body.
know, but you're not supposed to. That's why for us, our skin does that. Because you're not supposed to really do anything foreign to it like that.
But now you ain't keloid no more because you make the incisions properly.
Right.
So, you see what I'm saying? You're still not supposed
to be going in the body and doing anything foreign.
But,
just saying. I'm sorry.
I don't believe that.
I know you beg to differ, but like we were saying before, when we're dealing with antiquity, that's not what we were doing.
Though. You a lie?
You ain't supposed to do shit to
you a dead ass lie, because I can tell you right now how you think the Egyptians was performing eye surgery. Yeah, the Egyptians way the fuck back then was performing eye surgery. Yeah, the motherfuckers
they weren't giving you another eye.
Nigga, they was performing
the
cataract surgery, nigga.
Back in the day, they studied the eye.
But to perform a surgery to correct something
these niggas perform craniotomies, nigga.
What's craniotomy? Yeah. What's that?
The brain.
The brain.
Yeah. But my thing is, there's nothing wrong with what you're saying, but I'm talking about like how surgery is now. Because they do a lot of foreign things. Sticking things in people's bodies, doing this,
like implants
stuff. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's one thing to do a craniotomy and you're doing something on the brain.
Hold on, listen. It's because we have a better understanding of the body.
You know what? I would love to have this conversation with you, but you do exactly what I'm saying.
You gotta go. But the thing is this:
indoctrination.
Yeah. It ain't indoctrination, yo. It's a matter of learning.
That's the word. A lot of this shit.
Not for this, no. I can understand with other things, but when it comes to certain things, no, it's not always indoctrination.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm just gonna tell you, when we're dealing with medicine, even in the regards to us talking about it and how it's practiced and performed now, it's a more Eurocentric based system. So therefore, even the biochemistry of the Asiatic body is different.
Of course,
from the European.
I know that.
Exactly. So even when you're talking about healing methods or you're talking about treatments and things, you're not referring to us per se. You're dealing with Europeans and their treatment methods, and you're dealing with their blood types and their biochemistry and all that. So for me, when we're talking about
everybody's an herbalist.
Okay, but listen to what I'm saying. When you're dealing with the methods,
for real.
But the Eurocentric based system that they have is still not tailored for you.
And even then, not every herb is tailored for you.
And they try.
And it ain't always gonna kill you.
I'm not saying that that's the case. What I'm saying to you though,
the way
that
people.
They don't. You're not.
The
charts, the muscle mass, all of that is different. Everything's different.
You don't feel the way the same as white people.
The spectrums that they use, even when you go into a doctor's office,
they heavier.
And the muscle mass is more. You know
I know all
that.
Who
has the most muscle?
That's why.
Who has the most muscle?
I know all that, but they know that shit in med school too. That's why it's based on. That's why we don't give everybody the same amount of drugs as we give the same other person. You know what I'm saying? I hear a doctor all day long. What's their weight and how old are they?
Well, muscle mass.
You know what I'm saying? Like
how much it weighs and like
but
who has the most.
This bones.
What's up?
Okay.
What'd you say?
Look at you. Who has the most muscle mass?
Between who?
Period.
Who?
On the planet.
Oh, on the planet, black people.
But which black person?
Oh, well, shit. I don't go on that depth, you know.
It's actually the truth.
What?
Woman.
She's so thick.
Oh, my God. He said. No, it's
she's
actually
so thick. Is that what you said?
How?
The original.
What you mean, how?
Did you say she's so thick?
I mean, well, if you're the template for everything in regards to the planet, how could you not?
Thick ass thighs and all that.
Ooh,
But anyways, guys, we need to shut it down. We keep going on and on and on, y'all. So we're gonna shut it down. We now at 2 hours again. We keep going over our original time, but that's all right though. We're gonna work on that.
We gonna reconvene that conversation about who has the most muscle mass. He obviously did not.
Who?
Yeah, put your hand down.
Who did not?
Not you.
Look, she thinks she the mama already.
But anyway,
well, first of all, excuse me, the woman was the creator. How you not gonna have the most? You are that in which you come from. So if a woman created you, who's gonna have
put
more?
your hand down. All right, mama.
Thank you.
Mama.
Yep, exactly. That's right. Know it. Know it, son. I'm sunning you right now. Don't play with me now.
I'll take it. You a woman. You can win.
He said you can win.
You can win.
I hate him so much today.
Win like a motherfucker. You got it.
Nah, she reminds me a lot of my sister, so you know.
And we can't wait for her to come.
And my sister's real smart, so you know what I'm saying.
She's very smart.
But yeah.
I'm so humble too, ain't I?
And I love her insights and inputs and all that shit.
Definitely.
Thank you, sir.
But we need to shut it down because she got kids that's about to go AWOL on her, y'all.
That's true.
Dead ass. I done seen it. Y'all about to see him coming through this door here in a second.
They've already done it like twice.
Yeah, already done it twice. Mason gonna be all over. That's my guy though.
Yes.
But anyways, man,
Hello, love.
oh, what's up, cuzzo?
What's up, who's in the house?
What's up, cuzzo? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Look, I heard you talking about your sister. She gonna be here soon.
Yeah, she ain't told me nothing. You know, you motherfuckers was, you know.
My bad. 4th of July, she's supposed to come down, so.
I'm about to talk big shit. I'm like, nigga, how you gonna
be happy? His face got red. I can see my sister.
Well, that's because me, Jamie, her sister, and her sister, and me and my sister, we literally all grew up together. There was times we was living in the same home, like from young, nigga, like when we was young. Yeah. But we've always been tight. You know what I'm saying? And you know. It's just, I don't know. It's
that bottom.
Yeah, it's all.
When she come down, it's gonna be live. Look,
yes,
and
I heard.
She the life of the party.
I heard all about it. I was like, I can't wait to meet her.
And she know my sister.
All of us is gonna be.
And she know my sister. My sister. She.
I love it.
She's something else, yo.
I can't wait to meet her though. I'm so looking
look, I put it like
it.
this. One, she like real strong-minded, yo.
Right.
Real strong-minded.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like passionate, but strong-minded.
Right.
She's fun, like.
Very fun.
And I don't kick it with her like going to the clubs and all that, but I already know how she is.
Like she'd be fun to go
and
out.
she's very ambitious.
Very,
she's
nigga.
Very ambitious.
Very.
She recently.
Very ambitious, nigga.
She recently got her real estate.
Yeah.
And then she's about to do her other stuff.
Yeah, she.
You better end this one.
But we need to end it, y'all. We need to end it. Y'all see it's blowing up, man. So we gonna shut it down. You know what I'm saying? With young Claybo. We got Uncle Rico. This was Rico the Bar. This is Rico the Bar
and then
right
BB
here, y'all.
just came. He didn't want to come in.
Oh, he was down here working.
Get your merchandise.
BB was over there working. So my bad, y'all. We got BB right here with his t-shirts. You know what I'm saying?
I
ain't even know. I wasn't even reading it. Y'all, it's at a spot.
This is our podcast.
Yo, that's dope.
You didn't see that? Eddie brought it in here.
I was trying to focus on shutting it down.
That's what I was showing you. I was like, how dope it was. He did good.
Yeah, and I love that color. That salmon is dope, yo.
That was for me.
You know what I'm saying?
That was for me. I know it is. I was like, he made this just
that's
for me.
dope, yo.
I love it. Thank you.
We
appreciate you.
Yo, hey, look, guys. Anyways, we got Young Claybo. Make sure y'all follow him. Hit up his YouTubes, his socials. It's Young Claybo. Also, Hip Hop Fraternity. We got. Well, keep going. What's with that look? Yo, you always throw me off with these looks. You know, it's like, you know when your mom look at you and you
I'm listening.
That's what my sister do. She'll tell you, my cousin Dito one time, my sister was looking at me crazy. And I just having a sound, I was like, what? Yo, like,
I was listening.
and that's exactly my sister. I was just listening.
You're literally
well, hold on. Because sometimes
maybe you're guilty of something. That's what your problem is.
No.
Maybe you did something wrong.
It's always something that we feel like we did something.
Accountable right now.
We did nothing wrong. We just look at
it. What it is, guys. Sorry.
No, we just used to that look that we get when we did do something wrong. So when we see it,
maybe
like,
I'm giving it to you.
I didn't do nothing wrong. But why am I getting
wrong.
that look, right?
You about to do something wrong.
So anyways, you know, get with Miss Nikki. Also, she got that party bus for the young kids.
Yeah.
You know, cuties and cupcakes.
You know,
make sure you follow her. Those with K's, not the C's.
Yes, indeed.
You know, and then you got Uncle Rico over here. Rico the Bar.
Yes,
or Torres from New York
Undercover. Or Torres, so make sure y'all hit him up as well.
At y'all, by the way.
But yeah, we shutting it down.
I tried to do it, it didn't work. Mine
enjoy y'all
like
night.
that.
We don't shut it down. We just gonna keep on going, and I gotta work early in the morning. So, anyways, we gotta go, guys. Y'all enjoy y'all's night. What's up?
Bye, everybody.
Enjoy.
Good motherfucking conversation.